The Fantasy Football Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is presented by WynnBET. WynnBET is now live in Arizona, Colorado, Indiana, Louisiana, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Tennessee, and Virginia. From boosted same-game parlays to live in-game odds, WynnBET has what you need to win. Sign up today and bet 100 and get 100 at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WynnBET. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WYNNBET. State restrictions apply. And we're also brought to you by SGPN's Big Game Bingo. We're giving away $57 via SGPN gift card to every bingo hit. And we're also brought to you by SGPN's 57 Bets Challenge. $570 cash is up for grabs, and a $570 gift card to the winner of our props contest. Get all of the contest info exclusively on the SGPN app. And welcome in to the Fantasy Football Podcast presented by the Mothership, the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. I am your host, Justin Bruni. Joining me as always is Mr. Andrew TD King Rob. How we doing, buddy?
Man, it's the best day of the year. The opening day for best ball drafts, man. I am so fucking excited to get to this, man. Let's not waste any time. Let's get right into it.
Yeah, man. Very excited. The draft itch is no longer, Super Bowls this weekend. We're already drafting teams for next year. If you're a fantasy degenerate like Andrew and I, you're going to fit right in here. So I see we already got a handful of viewers. If you guys are, interested in drafting with us, we are going to peep our eyes in here to the big board. That's what we're here to do tonight, is start drafting on the Underdog app. They have released their competition, The Big Board. I'm going to peek into here right now really quick, Andrew, and get that actually up on the screen.
Okay. Yes, I pulled on the screen here. See if we can see how many are in it then. Like I said, if there's like less than like 5 available, let's back out because I know we have a couple people in here trying to get in with us.
All right, so less than 5, we're backing out?
Yeah, go ahead, click it. I can watch your screen, so we'll see how many it says at the top.
Okay. We'll say allow.
What does it say? 3 people here. Hop out of it. Leave draft on the right there. Hurry up. You got 2 people.
Okay.
There you go. Leave. All right. Let's let that fill up for a hot second here. I guess I'll go over the rules while we're waiting there. So let's see here. It is half point PPR.
Mm-hmm.
Your starting roster is going to consist of 1 quarterback, 2 running back, 3 wide receiver, a tight end, and a flex with 12 bench. So this is a 20-round draft, 12 teams in the draft. Pretty standard for Underdog. So yeah, pretty excited.
Any early ADP finds that you're looking for?
No, but I know you and I talked about Ken Walker last night. I went in and peeped it earlier today. It looks like he is literally the first, averaging the first pick of round 3. So we were pretty close. You said round 2, I said 3. He's right there.
Yeah, makes sense. I definitely think we'll see some people move him up for sure.
Yep.
And if that's where he's starting this early on, if they don't bring anyone else in to compete for touches, I have to imagine that he's just going to climb from there. That's his opening rate, opening number.
Yep.
I'm betting it's going to climb, unless I don't really think there's a rich running back market.
No.
Like if they somehow landed like Jerick McKinnon, you know what I mean? Like we'll give Jerick McKinnon a payday to come catch, passes on third down. Ken Walker didn't catch a lot of passes this year. I could maybe see them adding someone like that, like a veteran pass catcher. I don't think the Bills are bringing back Nyheim Hines, something like that. If he ran into like that type of, split, volume share, I don't know.
Right. Let's peep back in there and see what we're working with here.
And yes.
Oh, 7 people. There we go. Let's go.
All right.
I'm in with 6. We got 6 more to go. This should give enough time for people who are sitting here to get in.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, if you're sitting home watching and you want to jump into the conversation, be sure to jump into the chat. Let us know if you're picking ahead of us, behind us, if you're about to snipe our pick.
Yeah, again, this is the big board for everyone watching. Don't get that confused with the big game. And I know we are giving away a $25 SGPN merch card. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the YouTube page here, and also just comment something on the side. Whether it can be anything really. If you have any advice or any questions, leave them in the chat. If you want to tell us who you think your biggest steal or bust will be as well, that's fine. All right, let's see.
My draft.
Let's see who we got in here that we may know. All right, so in the one spot, we have Team Ramrod. He's a friend of the podcast. Let's see.
Name sounds familiar.
DKM Dilly Dilly, also a friend of the podcast. I am in the 9 spot. P Bren 3, also a friend of the podcast. You are 11, and then I do know I was inverted. Is a big baller here for Underdog as well. He's a guy I know have won a couple of battle royales, so it's interesting that we're gonna be drafting with him.
Hey, dope name. Dope.
Yeah, I was inverted.
Yeah, shout out. I mean, I might get that tattooed like on my arm. I'm just saying.
Oh man, you and Team Ramrod would get along very well. He's a big Top Gun enthusiast.
Dude, Ramrod. I feel that vibe. Talk to me, Goose. Talk to me, Goose.
I do know P Bren playing for that big $100,000 prize in the gauntlet. He has 2 teams left in there, so shout out to him.
Shout out. We got Justin Jefferson first off the board. What are your thoughts about that? You taking JJ
I think
first overall?
I think that's going to be pretty standard.
Pretty chalk.
Yeah, I tell you what though, if the Bengals make a move where they let go of Mixon, and it looks like they're probably going to end up passing more, I would probably take Chase over Jefferson in that scenario. But until that happens, Justin Jefferson's going to be the 101.
You're at pick 9. Anyone in particular that you're feeling?
Oh man, that's a good question. Depending on who goes here, I mean, there are some wide receivers here that I really like. So if one of them falls to me, I'll probably end up taking that. But just looking down the board a little bit here at potential stack options as well, there's some interesting stuff going on there too for team stacks. So we'll see what drops to me here. Damn, I was really hoping Kelsey was going to drop to me. I was going to take Kelsey.
Damn, at 9, that would be rich for Kelsey.
I know.
Let's see. So we're at pick 6. We've gone Justin Jefferson, CMC at 2, Jamar Chase 3, Cooper Kupp at 4, Kelsey at 5, Austin Eckler at 6. Andrew's coming up here in 3 picks.
There we go. We got a post in the chat here from Indiana Jones is Team Ramrod. He said permission to buzz the tower.
Love it.
So yeah, that's okay. So I'm gonna take Diggs here.
What the mother of Mary?
Yeah, that's Bijan Robinson, not to be confused with Brian Robinson.
Okay, still, I think that's a bit early. Still, I think that's a bit early.
Yeah. Let's see, my buddy Pat here, P. Bren, is on the clock.
I like his avatar. It's not bad. Stephon Diggs, talk about that for a moment.
Yeah, man. I mean, Diggs just pretty consistent. I know he kind of let us down, in the fantasy playoffs here a little bit and whatnot. But yeah, just very consistent dude. I mean, has a hell of a quarterback, to go along with him. So I mean, I like Diggs a whole lot. I don't really see them going away from him by any chance. And I really don't see him finishing outside the top 5 wide receivers, for the season.
Jonathan Taylor, bounce back season. Let's go.
Yeah, Taylor's it's interesting. I feel like that could really make or break you right there. If he gets back to form like 2 years ago, great pick at 11. If he's what he was last year, no. it's gonna hurt.
I suspect that they're still going to be able to upgrade the quarterback position, whether they shoot for the stars with like a Derek Carr or Jimmy Garoppolo, whatever it is. Yep. I think they're going to get somebody in there. Honestly, I wouldn't hate if they got Taylor Heineke up in there. He's going to be a free agent. They've been talking him up on the free agent.
You just took CeeDee Lamb, right?
Yeah. No, CeeDee Lamb.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, we're good with CeeDee Lamb in the queue.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I put him through figured I'd be talking about him for a second.
I am going to, man, I hate taking a quarterback this early, but I do want the stack of the Allen Diggs, so I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Ooh, love it. Getting their strategy in there already. No, Lamb's going to be another high volume guy. Their cap is not going to go to the receiver position. You're still going to see a ton of Dak and CeeDee Lamb next year. Yeah. Still good with him over Jalen Waddle. We don't know what the situation is with T. Higgins, these guys, yeah.
Yeah, I have no problem with the pick, but you let it go down to 0. I didn't know that you were letting that happen. I thought you just didn't know that you were on the clock.
No, we're good. Let's see. So you're at the quarterback receiver. I've started off running back, wide receiver. What running back are you thinking about here?
Man, I honestly might not take a running back.
Okay,
Um,
let it ride. Let's go. 0 RB.
yeah, man, I might just go 0 RB. We'll see who falls there from these running backs because there are a couple guys I'm interested in. But there's some wide receivers coming up that I like a ton. So it's gonna be really hard for me to not go wide receiver again.
Yeah,
We got Patrick Mahomes off the board there.
I'm kind of regretting not just taking Kenneth Walker already, to be honest with you.
Jesus.
I feel like I don't know, man. Like, I think there's an argument that, like, because when I was looking at him, like, man, you were just telling me Kenneth Walker going in the third round. Like, I'll take Jonathan Taylor in hopes that maybe he could like fall to me potentially. Nah, that's probably not going to happen at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a nice thought while it lasted. Let's see what tight end's looking like here. Mark Andrews, Kittle, Hawkinson. Their ADPs 33, 46, 47, 67. Okay. Got a ways to go there. Jalen Hurts going off the board. Brees Hall, Garrett Wilson, a couple of Jet players.
I was really wondering when Jalen Hurts was gonna get off the board, and it's probably where we're gonna see him. Throughout the offseason, he's probably gonna be a late second round pick.
I really like this group of picks right here. Walker, Jacobs, still love Nick Chubb, Travis Etienne. Got to come back around for this.
We got Devontae Smith off the board there. So Team Ramrod, who was in the one spot, has went Justin Jefferson and Devontae Smith.
Devontae Smith at the 212, huh? I don't know. He wasn't one of those names out of that group that I was like, oh, yeah, I got to have that one. Team Ranrob. He was like, yep, snipe, gotcha. Gotcha. Good pick, Ramrod. Get together, play some volleyball sometime on the beach. Get after it. All right. Devonta Smith, Ken Walker. That pick hurts. 3-1. 3-1, like you said.
Yep,
Bada
there
bing.
it is.
Right on the nose. Then ETN right after it, 3-2.
That's a good pick.
This is no longer fun. Ramondre is like the next of those guys that I really like. So I'm probably going
to get these wide receivers here now. Not in love with the wide receivers we got left, to be honest with you. Like, I don't mind Hopkins, but I don't really want to take him right here if I don't have to.
Right. I'm probably going wide or running back wide receiver combo again. Yeah, I'll probably stick to that for a while. At least with this go around, I think that's what I'm feeling right now.
Yep.
It also just gives me a better idea to feel out like the lay of the land on the quarterback and tight end position, because God knows how many of these we're gonna do. Good pick on Joe Burrow right there.
Man, this is tough here. Like the Josh Jacobs, I'm not of the he's gonna do this again camp. I think that was more of an outlier, so I'm not much of a Josh Jacobs guy. Joe Mixon though is interesting here, but do the Bengals keep him? And if they do, is it the same thing with Samaje Perine like we saw this year? Right. With that uncertainty, I think I'm just going to take my boy Ramondre Stevenson. It is unfortunately not exactly where we could get him last year, but I do like Stevenson a whole lot. I mean, he was fantastic, almost all year long until he got hurt. So,
son of a bitch.
I like Stevenson a lot.
That's it. I'm angry. I'm drafting Calvin Ridley. That's it. Can we start over?
Oh man, it is funny. Calvin Ridley is going pretty high. Oh, Christian Watson. Man,
that feels high for Christian Watson.
What a glow up, huh? From where he was being drafted last year, pretty much almost undrafted, all the way up to the third round. That's a good pick if Rodgers stays. If Rodgers doesn't stay, that one's going to be difficult to overcome.
I'm doing it. I did it. There it is, Calvin Ridley.
Okay, that's
he's my guy, man. I traded what was it? I traded Chris Godwin and a first for Calvin Ridley. That's how bad I wanted him. That was like 2 seasons ago. Like, he's my guy. So
interesting.
Big trust. That's a homer pick.
Again, here real quick. I know you're on the clock. Real quick for everybody, if you weren't part of the stream when we first started, we are giving away a $25 SGPN merch store gift card. Just make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel, as well as place a comment in the live stream here for us. Questions, advice, biggest bust, biggest steal, who you think, for the off-season drafts. So if you haven't done so already, do so if you'd like to be entered in for the merch store gift card.
I went Aaron Jones. I hope he gets traded.
There you go. Not bad.
That was a name that I moved up the board though. I wonder if it'll
Man.
show me his ADP.
This is real tough here for me. There's a couple guys I really like here. You know what? With the again, I was contemplating taking him last time, so I'll take Joe Mixon.
Okay, I like it. So you've got Diggs, Allen, Mixon, and
Ramondre Stevenson. Yep.
And I have, where was it? CD Lamb, Jonathan Taylor, Ridley, and Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones. Yep.
I'm going to read off the people that we have in. Actually, no, I'll do it after this round so everyone has the same amount of players. But I'm going to read off the other people I know in here that are part of or that are, listeners of SGPN. And you tell me whose team, whose start to the teams you like the most out of the other guys.
Sounds good. I like it.
Once round 4 goes by, we'll do that.
Okay. Sounds good.
I thought maybe this Terrell 1224 was Terrell Furman, but I know his is really Rel, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I don't know the other people. If you are watching the live stream and you are in here and we have not acknowledged you, please hit up the YouTube chat so we know you're in here.
Yeah, guys, if you hit up the chat and you subscribe to the channel, you're entered into that $25 giveaway. So really, really simple. Just hit us with a hey. hit us with your ASL, your age, sex, and location.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Oh, Justin Fields pick.
It's better than ATM.
Shut up. I really like these quarterbacks that are still available though. I'm thinking I need to start getting on one of them. I'm potentially thinking about the Trevor Lawrence, Calvin Ridley stack.
I have nothing against that. Trevor Lawrence, I mean, we saw what he could do with an actual competent quarterback.
I could also just get Kirk too.
I'm sorry, competent coach, I meant. Yeah, I mean, that's again, I mean, I think the Ridley Kirk is probably a really good stack to have. If not, then I would probably wait to take Evan Ingram, with one of those wide receivers, the stack potentials.
Yeah, I'm probably going to hold off on QB because I really like some of these receivers available in this next round for me.
Yep.
This next go over here.
Here, I'm going to read some of these to you. So Team Ramrod again was in the 1 spot.
Okay.
Through round 4 because he just took Terry McLaurin. So through round 4s, he had Kenneth Walker, Dalvin Cook, Justin Jefferson, and Devontae Smith.
One more time. Devontae Smith was his first or was his second pick.
Yeah,
Kenneth Walker.
Yep. So he had Justin Jefferson, Devontae Smith, then Ken Walker, Dalvin Cook.
I like it. Yeah.
We have DKM Dilly.
Mm-hmm.
He went Patrick Mahomes, Austin Eckler, Mike Williams, Mark Andrews.
Okay, interesting.
Then we have P-Bren 3, who went Najee Harris, Devontae Adams, Amon St. Brown, and Christian Watson. Out of those teams, who you liking the best so far?
I think the second one.
The guy with Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah.
Oh, Dilly. All right. Shout out to him. His actually, all 3 of these guys I know are all Eagles fans, so I'm sure they're very excited for Sunday.
I bet they are.
Even though they shouldn't be. Patrick Mahomes is going to shit all
over. The
Devontae
Devontae Smith pick was my Calvin Ridley pick, so I really can't dog it too much. But when they have their name up that high up at the board, like if you want them, like that's where you're getting them. You know what I mean? Like that's the ADP game. That's the board game. That's just fantasy football in general. Like don't get me wrong. I love me a classic draft, showing up with my own notes, our own board. I mean, turn off the internet if you want. I'm down with it. You know what I mean? Like let's rewind the clocks a bit, go a little bit old school. But when you're playing on any format like this or Sleeper, Yahoo, etc., board's always in play. You got to play the board.
Yep. I'm up in 2 picks here.
1 pick.
Oh, 1 pick now, yeah.
Christian Kirk went. Dilly snipes. A boy. Good shot. Still like all these other receivers, so I was inverted with a Smith and Jigba pick. I like it. I like it a lot.
You know what? I know this guy kind of had a really up and down season here, more down than up, but his potential is sky high because he's a fantastic wide receiver. But I'm going to go DJ Moore.
Bastard. That's twice you've sniped me now, man.
Ooh, I'm sorry, man.
Dos.
Hey, great minds think alike, though.
That's true, but stop it. Cut it out. All right. DJ Moore just went. I mean, Christian Kirk, DJ Moore, Smith and Jigba, Terry. I'm getting picked apart here. I no longer like the receivers available. That's how quickly things can change. Let's see. Are we going Dame Pierce? I think we're going Dame Pierce. Why is it on Javonte? Get off Javonte. There we go. Can't do Alvin Kamara. Please go up to Damian Pierce. Oh, my God. Justin Herbert. Couldn't beat the clock. Don't like it. I'm drafting another quarterback immediately.
Yeah, I see P. Bren here. Pat took J.K. Dobbins. That's interesting because, Dobbins, obviously we thought was going to come back way earlier than he did last year. And he did not. So that's a risky pick, but I do like it. I like J.K. Dobbins a lot last year. And obviously if he would have came back and been right, I mean, he did come back at the end of the year and had a couple of like really good games. So, with all the offseason to get right, I think that's a pretty good pick at that point right there. Oh, man.
I had to zoom out, by the way, on the thing, so it may not be as clear for folks, but I got to do this draft. It was too zoomed in.
It looks pretty good.
That's good. I'm glad it looks all right. That's not bad.
Take Jerry Jeudy there.
T-Law went after the Pierce pick, so won't get him. I'm liking just Dak Prescott still. I like waiting a little bit on the quarterback. I don't like going early, but once I get the one, I like to stack him up with somebody decent. Derek Carr, his ADP is way down there, though. So is Brock Purdy's. Jimmy's ADP is really low. Brady's is still higher than Tannehill. Christ. And Sam Howell. The disrespect. The disrespect. Go Chiefs. Andrew, you can't win the card.
I was just combating Dylan Mars, who is DKM Dilly Dilly in here. He put Go Birds, and again, they're all Eagles fans. So
I love the video of the Go Birds guy that just absolutely assaults the Minnesota Vikings fan.
Yeah, the Vikings lady. He's like, Go Birds. that just totally, brings together everything that Eagles fans are. They're just annoying and abrupt, but it's kind of hard to really hate them because their fandom.
I can cheer that on though. There are times I can cheer that on.
It is kind of cool. So,
all right, where are we at here?
Oh, Go Birds. Shh. You don't know any better. You're young.
You say Go Birds?
Yeah, my son. He said Go Birds. He's a Washington fan. My wife's an Eagles fan though, so he kind of plays both sides of the card.
Smart kid.
Yeah, he ain't dumb. So let's see here. Going through and looking at some of the few, the next guys coming up here. Anybody stick out to you that you think is, kind of push down the board more than they really should be? Any outliers down here?
I think Jameson Williams is very interesting at this ADP. I'm actually kind of surprised he didn't go earlier because there was so much hype for him coming into last season, and people were talking about him like actually being able to play last year. That's an interesting name. Deontay Johnson this low, like I don't think people realize that he was still top 10 in targets in the NFL this season. Kenny Pickett's going to take a step forward. I like him at this ADP.
Yep.
James Conner, who we talked about last night, we both said like he should have a pretty good start to the season. Now, obviously, you're still getting the best ball format here. So, you may get, 5 or 6 really good games out of him, but he wouldn't be someone that I would trust down the full stretch of the season. But based on how their roster looks and, just their issues, they need a coach. They still don't have a coach. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like they could lean onto the run game. That could be a friendly situation early next year. Someone that you've really liked, James Cook, Brian Robinson at their ADPs. They're a little bit farther down the board, but coming up here. So, yeah, any of those would be just fine for me right here. Jameson Williams. There you go, Jolly Green. Bang bang.
Not bad, not bad.
Mm.
Yeah, I agree. Gabe Davis is interesting though for the people who were, and as we talk into existence, there he goes. That was a
Out the
guy I was
dough.
looking at. That was interesting because for the people who were really drafting him in round 4 last year, I think. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
he's way down here in 7 now. That should be a value for people. So yeah, that was the guy I was looking at, and as I said it.
Where are you at here?
I am up in one more pick.
You are up in one more pick. All right.
I'm up now.
Cam Akers. It's not bad, I guess.
No, it's not. You know what? I'm going to take Deontay Johnson, though, because, again, like he had so many targets last year and no touchdowns. This is like Miles Sanders from 2 years ago. He had no touchdowns, and then last year blew up for a bunch of touchdowns. So let's hope that Deontay Johnson can pull Miles Sanders.
I am going to take Dak Prescott, I think.
That's a disgusting act.
Sorry, bud.
Dak Prescott? Come on, man. We are an anti-Cowboys establishment here.
I'm more anti-Eagles than I am anti-Cowboys. I mean, the Cowboys are just pathetic. Like,
I mean, yeah, that's true.
Like, why you got to pick on something just like that lowly? It's kind of like a low-hanging fruit, like picking on the Cowboys or Cowboy fans. Like, it's like, come on, like, elevate yourself. Diss the Eagles, who are a good team. Pick at holes at those things. Then you'll get a real debate. He throws the ball a lot, man. Look at. I mean, I have Justin Herbert and Dak Prescott. I think I'm the only one with 2 quarterbacks so far. Those are both situations where there's not a, I mean, obviously you have Eckler with the Chargers, but he's not a downhill runner, right? He produces in the passing game. It's a great situation. Mm-hmm. When the Dallas Cowboys offense was at its highest peak, does that say Deshaun Watson? Oh my God, I got to talking and they took my pick. You caught me monologuing.
Yeah, so you now have 3 quarterbacks.
That's not great, Bob.
That is not great, Bob. Not in the 8th, but I mean, you can make it work. Damn, come on, Pat. Taking Brian Robinson from me, man.
I'm gonna have to take back-to-back tight ends now.
Yeah.
I think that's the rule. I think that's like the punishment.
You know what? Let's go full game stack or team stack here. I'm gonna take James Cook to go with my Josh Allen and Steph Diggs.
I like it. He's one of your guys too.
Yeah, definitely. I like James Cook a whole lot.
That's an Andrew pick.
Yeah. I was gonna take Brian Robinson there. Pat sniping me, man. Many men wish death upon Brian Robinson. I, for sure, am not one of them, but you cannot kill Brian Robinson.
Pretty good amount of solid running backs available still. Excuse me. Like some of the names that we were talking about, like Devin Singletary's his ADP is at 150. He finished as an RB2 this season.
Yeah, he's just not flashy whatsoever.
No, actually, if you look at like his carries versus total yardage, he's got a pretty good efficiency there. I mean, it's not bad. I think he actually deserves probably more run based off of what he did produce this season. He may not get it because of that offense, but just saying, like, he was pretty solid. David Montgomery at 109. Jamal Williams, top touchdown earner this year, 101. Not saying it's going to happen again, but serviceable. I don't see the Lions moving on from that duo. I expect them back. I just think that you wouldn't get the favorable split. I think that we both anticipate, and we're probably just rooting for, Swift to get more touches to be that lead dog.
Yep. Yeah, I think so as well.
Coming up on the midpoint here in round 9, Rachaad White just went off the board. Don't hate it. Don't love it. I like a lot other running backs still on the board. That could be his job, though. Like, I mean, very well could be his job. Good pick if it is.
Definitely some interesting picks coming up here. We are getting to the less desirable players.
Let's see.
I mean, there's still some good ones as I scroll down the board, but it's just funny just to see some of these guys up here. Like, Just like Juju, I don't really want to touch Juju whatsoever because I'm not even sure he's going to be a Chief next year. But
No, I expect him to move on to a new franchise. But I like DPJ with the full season of Deshaun Watson. I like Zay Jones still, at least in my situation with owning Calvin Ridley, Jacoby Myers. Dude, I mean, I know you don't love him, but Michael Thomas still on the board, and
boo that man.
I know you hate it, but if he took off this whole season for a toe, I mean, you should be fine for next season. I hope.
Well, I mean, that's what we said last season. And I mean, just like
it was a different.
He plays with no heart. I will have 0% exposure again on this man.
Alan Lazard, I think, is an interesting talent because I believe he's a free agent. I think he's going to move on from Green Bay. He's at ADP 141. I think that's interesting. Rondell Moore, I think, is interesting when healthy. And if they move on from D Hop and they don't make any big moves at receiver, he could be a top 2 target in Arizona. I think that could be likely. So some decent names here.
I really wanted to take Evan Ingram right there. That hurts. Evan
Ingram, you say?
Yeah,
I don't know if I've ever heard anyone ever say like they're like that upset that they missed out on him. That's interesting.
Yeah, you know what? Let's take a rookie. I was just watching the first draft from Underdog. People were analyzing some of the rookies, and they had some good things to say about. I think it's Carbonet is how you say it. So there's some good things to say about him. I'll take a stab.
I'm going with the Njoku Watson stack.
There you go. It's a good stack.
I may have 3 quarterbacks, but those are 3 good quarterbacks to start with. That's not a bad situation. Like
I'm going to assume that you are not taking one rest of draft.
I'll ride with those 3.
Thank you. That was a best ball tip of the day I gave out last year during the offseason was please don't draft 4 quarterbacks. There's no use for 4 quarterbacks.
This is a homer pick. I'm going David Montgomery. I don't care if he plays for the Bears, plays elsewhere, but love the talent. Just, when given the opportunity, he can be a high volume running back. I'll take him in the 10th round. No problem. I don't care where he lands. Stays with the team, lands somewhere else. I don't care. If he landed in Kansas City, my God, my goodness, like bless us.
Yes.
That would be amazing. And he would I don't know how that actually doesn't happen. Like how he couldn't get a good deal. Like he wouldn't get like top market, like I'm sure the Bears could pay him more, but just why not? Like just team that's just gone to the Super Bowl how many times out of the last 5 years? Like, come on.
You know what? Let me I'm going to take the man that only gives 24 cents for every dollar to charity, Russell Wilson. God may not let him cook, but you know what? I'm going to give him a second chance.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like Matt Stafford healthy over Russell Wilson. He's not retiring. Like I also like Aaron Rodgers over him no matter where he plays. It's just kind of a down year for Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, I don't know. Sean Payton should mean some good things for him, right? I mean, it's got to mean something.
So we are rolling. We are actually halfway through the draft now. How do you feel about your team so far outside of the auto draft of the third quarterback?
I really don't mind the quarterback situation. So I have Herbert, Prescott, Watson. Those are great quarterbacks to have. I don't care what anybody says. High volume from Prescott and Herbert, rushing upside from Watson. Like a lot to like there. Jonathan Taylor, Aaron Jones, Dameon Pierce, David Montgomery. Very familiar situation that I'm pretty used to. Always having a stack of running backs. Not so heavy on receivers right now with CeeDee Lamb, Calvin Ridley, but I do have the Njoku stack. So I look forward to drafting some receivers with my upcoming picks.
Yep. This is probably one of the most interesting times for best ball is when it first comes out because the ADPs are all fucked. There's a bunch of stuff, a bunch of unknowns, rookies that are in here that we have no idea where they're going. This is kind of like one of my favorite times to draft is with all the unknowns. You can just go off the ADP. It doesn't even matter. Like you can just pick whatever you want. So it's definitely a best time to get interesting. There's a lot of game stack. We have no idea what the correlation could be for week 15, 16, 17, once everything advances to the playoffs. So it's
Once we get
can't
a
really.
schedule.
Yeah, exactly. Like you can't correlate anything right now, right? Like that's kind of the cool part about it is you're not really like looking like, oh man, I want to correlate this and this. You're just kind of picking players you like, best player available, whatever the case may be. So it's a great time to be alive, man.
And hoping all 3 of your quarterbacks don't have a bye in the same week.
Oh yeah. I think by the end of the night, I'll at least have 3 of these done.
Let's see. Yeah, definitely got to go shopping for a receiver here with this next couple of picks. I'm pretty good at running back.
What do you think about there was some talk about maybe Jacoby Myers being a guy that the Bills target in this offseason as a replacement for their kind of just wishy-washy wide receiver 3?
I mean, in my opinion, when healthy, he's better than Gabe Davis. That's my opinion. Like Jacoby Myers is a great receiver. He's fantastic. He is in a terrible situation. And there are moments where he really, really flashes. But that offense, the lack of quarterback consistency, like he doesn't have that opportunity to shine. Yep. He would be the second best receiver on that team. The second best position player. I mean, like they don't have he'd be better than Singletary. He's better than Gabe Davis and Knox. Like he'd be just, right behind Stephon Diggs. That would be an amazing situation.
Yeah, I say as we talked about it, somebody else picked him. So,
like I would love to see how that would happen. Like, is he a restricted free agent?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I saw it floated around a couple times on Twitter about Jacoby Myers going to the Bills, and I'm like, man, it's interesting.
Like, if he's if he's a free agent, like, yeah, by all means, just go to the best team, period. Like, whatever, go to the Bills, go to Kansas City, wherever, right? Like, just go to who's going to pay you and going to give you a good situation. But man, I would have to think like if he's restricted or the Patriots will have rights to him. That's just not going to happen.
Yep. Got my eye on 2 guys here.
Is it Chase Claypool? Because
no, it is not Chase Claypool.
Right. I'm going to take Chase Claypool probably with one of my next 2 picks.
I'll let you have Chase Claypool.
Appreciate you. Let's see.
God, fucking every time, man. Just Jesus.
Whatever. Dawson, now you know how I feel. You taking all my picks.
Damn, man. Dawson Knox. That was the guy I really wanted. And there goes Elijah Moore. Well, those are the 2 dudes I wanted, so that sucks.
Sorry, bud.
Yeah,
Josh Palmer.
Back up and punt here. You know what? Actually, I liked Wandale a whole lot. Let's take Wandale.
I'm going Josh Palmer with my next one, then probably Claypool. Keenan Allen, cap casualty. Gerald Everett, cap casualty. You know who's not a cap casualty? Jordan Palmer. Appreciate you, bud.
Josh.
What's that?
Josh Palmer.
Josh Palmer. What did I say?
Jordan. You
different Palmer.
Yeah, it's whatever. It's his brother.
Cole Kmet.
All right, so Bears insider, Cole Kmet. How you feeling about him?
Damn, I don't know.
I know you hate Cole Kmet.
I think I'm going Gerald Everett here instead.
My man.
He's gonna find a good home.
He's gonna find a good home.
He is. Yeah, he's gonna get probably cut or traded potentially. Mm-hmm. He's gonna get in a good spot where he's gonna be hopefully utilized like a tight end 1. We'll see.
Well, you know what? I still have faith in Cole Kmet. I'm taking Cole Kmet.
Go right ahead, bud. Go right ahead.
Still have the faith. My faith has not wavered, even though he fucking put up a bunch of stinkers last year.
So, hear me out. Taysom Hill gets traded to the Denver Broncos.
Oh my God!
You might want to go ahead and take a look at him. I'm just saying, just to stack him with Russ.
I don't think that they could pull over his capital. I mean, his cap, the salary. I mean, Sean Payton already paid that man
the cap's
way
going
too
up.
much. the cap's going up.
No, they'll have to give away some more picks, but but I mean, I don't know. Like, if he somehow gets cut, I mean, if there's some place where he'd be likely to land, it's got to be Denver.
Mm-hmm. Over under 4 years that Russ and Sean Payton are both on the team.
Under. I'm not a Russ guy. I haven't been for a couple of years now. I wasn't really high. I mean, we remember from last offseason, I wasn't high on him coming to the Rams or sorry, the Broncos, excuse me.
Yeah.
But Taysom Hill's still on the board.
That's true.
I might have to take Michael Mayer, rookie tight end out of Notre Dame.
Oh, okay. Yep, gotcha. Yeah, I know you and I were just talking about this last night about, how Dave does a lot of the rookie stuff. And I'm like, man, I don't really got to read that stuff now. Yeah, well, I guess I guess I need to start reading some of that stuff now. Good thing
We're gonna
he does it for the people like me that have ADD. He does the little shorts about him, so I can just roll through a bunch of those.
Yeah, go check those out on our YouTube. They're buzzing right now. Buzzing.
Man, you got a bold strategy with 3 wide receivers, man. That is bold.
Oh, but believe me, they're coming up here soon.
Okay, I was gonna say it's like you have to start 3.
OBJ
Okay.
on the clock. No, I like Claypool, Shark. Let's see, Isaiah McKenzie.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some guys there that still have value.
Tim Patrick healthy with Russ. That's going to be awesome, bro. Allen Robinson is still on the board. Okay, like
I see. Let's see, Team Ramrod here. Him and I had a bet about Adam Thielen finishing top 30 wide receiver fantasy points this year. He literally finished. I think he finished 30th and 31st or 30th and 29th and 32nd in standard and PPR. So
there it is.
Shout out to him for also drafting Adam Thielen again. He's on the wrong side of 30, man. Stop doing it.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's just grabbing a name. KJ Osborne's the pick over him.
Yeah, I mean, I see he's stacking.
I get it. KJ Osborne would be a breakout pick for me this year, though. Kind of tough when they trade for Hawkinson, but still think it can happen. Where are we at here?
Let's see what else we got going on. I'm just checking out other people in here. Again, if you have just recently joined us, please, if you are not already subscribed to the Fantasy Football YouTube page here, please do so and comment in the chat so you can be entered for a $25 SGPN merch store gift card. As an avid merch store gift card and as somebody who had bought family members Christmas presents from the merch store, a lot of great merch in there. A lot of good stuff, apparel, accessories. I mean, you name it. There's ask me about my third leg of my parlay shit. I mean, funny stuff in there. They just put up Burrowhead my ass shirts as well, which is funny. So good stuff. Shout out to Jake Paquin.
Shout out. Love it. Burrow up my head. Get the fuck out of here.
I really was hoping that they were going to put up Travis Kelce. I know your role when shut your mouth, you jabroni. I'm pretty sure that's a copyright issue because of The Rock, but nonetheless, I would have definitely been a buyer on that shirt. I'm going to take Greg D here. Go with my
fucking Russell Greg. It's fucking Greg.
Good old Greg.
Christ. Here's the Claypool pick. A couple rounds late, but still on time. Where I think someone that I don't want to say his name out loud just yet. I don't think he did. Isaiah Hodgins, bastard, 13-3. Ouch.
Yeah. We say after our picks here through this round, you want to pay some bills?
Yep. Read my mind.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Reading my mind.
Man, I'll tell you what, I'm looking at the running backs here. The running back situation gets really poopy here. It is there's a drop off. There's like a couple guys left that are worth a pick, and then after that, it just drops off to no man's land.
You don't like Zamir White? You don't like Kenyon
I did
Drake?
Last year a whole lot because I thought
that's what I'm saying. Like everybody fucking loves Zamir White last year.
Oh god, yeah.
Chase
left
Edmonds,
a bad taste in my mouth. Him and Tyrion Davis Price, 2 really big misses for me.
I mean, James Robinson's still on the board, man. Come on now, James Robinson's still up there.
Sure, yeah, James Robinson.
Everything is fine.
Fine. Mm-hmm.
Everything is fine. Who you got? Who you got?
You know what? We'll take some Rondale Moore. I think his upside's pretty good. Not sure what the Cardinals are going to really do. But if they do get rid of DeAndre Hopkins, Rondale Moore could slot in for a pretty nice target share.
All right. We're going to pay some bills here really quick. WynnBET is the official online sportsbook of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. WynnBET is active in a bunch of states, and there are tons of ways to win, including live betting and same-game parlays, a.k.a. WynnBET's Build Your Own Bet. The big game is here, and WynnBET has you covered. Great promos, odds, and payouts are happening right now at WynnBET, and if you're ready to play, you can sign up today and receive a special offer. Bet 100, get 100. It's limited to state availability. And of course, if you hit the biggest long shot parlay of the week, you can get a $1,000 free credit. There's so much to choose from, and all you have to do is head over to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/wynnbet so they know that we sent you. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WYNNBET. Offer subject to change, terms and conditions at wynnbet.com. Must be 21 or older and present in the state where playthrough WynnBET is available. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-800-522-4700.
We also have the Big Game Bingo. Also, make sure to sign up for the SGPN app. Get your own big game bingo card full of all your favorite big game prop bets. If you get bingo, you win a $57 SGPN merch store gift card. Only catch is you must be subscribed to the Sports Gambling Podcast as well as the NFL Gambling Podcast on YouTube to win. Again, that is the Sports Gambling Podcast and the NFL Gambling Podcast on YouTube to win. We also have the SGPN 57 Bets Challenge in honor of the big game. SGPN is hosting a prop bet contest. Make your picks for 57 different prop bets. Winner will get $570 cash as well as a $570 gift card to the SGPN merch store. All our contests are free to play and exclusively on the SGPN app.
Bang, bang. So I took Romeo Dubes to end out that last one, and we didn't really touch on
I
that.
like that.
I mean,
Yeah,
dude,
I like
if
that.
Alan Lazard isn't back, it's just Watson and Dubes at the top of the depth chart. I mean, I imagine they sign somebody, they do something, and like they're not bringing back Randall Cobb. I'm assuming they lose those guys. I mean, it may not be a great situation, but if you can finish top 2 on your team in targets, top 3, like it's a good situation to be in.
Yep. I had my eyes set on John Mechie. That's somebody who got, was forgotten about last year because he had cancer and all that.
Right.
So that was somebody I was definitely looking at targeting here because I think he's way down the board, and that's somebody I think is going to rise up the board fairly quickly come training camp once actually people start to see him again and he's back in good health. I think that's somebody that we're going to see rise up at least 5 to 6 rounds.
I like it. Let's see. You're on the clock.
Couple interesting guys here. Like I said, there's a couple of running backs that are still left that are interesting. Then it kind of falls off the board. Well, the wide receiver pool is semi running out here, and tight end is it's kind of banged up.
Kind of banged it. What are you thinking? 8 seconds.
Yeah. You know what? I'll take Curtis Samuel. They have him on contract for 1 more year. It's a big cap casualty if they would release him. He's a big cap hit this year, so I don't think they are going to release him. And they might as well use him for the last year of his contract with them, and then they can pretty much get out scotch-free after that. So I think that he'll be used plentiful again as long as he stays healthy.
I'm thinking about Cordell Patterson here. Thinking about him or Chuba. Can't really decide. We'll go Chuba. Just play the age game.
This guy at the end, his name is Boomer Sharp. That's funny.
Doubling down, Boomer Sharp.
Yeah.
Chuba's not in a bad situation. He's just playing alongside Foreman, unless they, again, go out and get somebody, add somebody to the room. Don't hate it. Should get a good amount of volume. In comparison to the, guys that were left over, it was him or Cordell Patterson. Cordell Patterson getting another year older. We saw some better things happening with that running back room, so hard to say what his future is.
Tyler Algier kind of took that over towards the end of the season as well, over Patterson, so he kind of fell out of favor. But I like your Hubbard pick. That's a team that could really use Christian McCaffrey.
Stop.
I'm on the clock. I did think about taking Patterson, but as we just shat on him, don't think I can really take him. I mean,
Tough. It's just, I mean, yeah, another year older, another year removed from like his kind of blow up season. Like, it's tough to buy, unless he gets a change of scenery. And this won't be our last draft, so it's all good if we miss out on him now. We can get him later.
Oh man, I'll take Jalen Warren.
I like
the
it.
old Steelers. Najee Harris isn't the epitome of health.
No, he's amazing.
So.
No, that's a mistake, but it's a good handcuff, Andrew. Big bounce back here for Najee. Inbound. It's going to happen. I mean, he still finished the season strong. I'll give him that. Did not start the season well. Did not start the season well.
Sure did not.
Very bad. I need another tight end. Juwan Johnson available? It's not going to happen. Someone will take him. Someone will take him. Definitely missed out on Mr. Michael Mayer. But Adam Troutman's still available, so God bless us. Jelani Woods is interesting. Trey McBride is interesting. Isaiah Likely year 2 is interesting as well.
Yeah, that's somebody I had looked at as well. Obviously, I think Mark Andrews is still the guy there, but Isaiah Likely, I really think that they should just turn him into a tight or a wide receiver. I mean,
they don't. That's what I'm saying. They don't have receivers. Period. They just don't have pass catchers. That's why I like.
Question is Lamar Jackson still going to be a Raven at the beginning of the season? Yeah. You think they give him the bag?
I don't think there's as big a market that he would believe there is for. I mean, there's a lot of teams that need a quarterback. Period. But there's going to be a lot of teams that, they need a quarterback, but they don't have the personnel to operate an offense with Lamar Jackson as their quarterback. Like, I don't know what it is, but Harbaugh's got it. So.
Just looking at some of the guys that are in the chat here, just looking at some of their teams. Got some interesting builds along some of these guys. See, Dilly, who has Patrick Mahomes, also has the triple Kansas City running back of Isaiah Pacheco, Jerick McKinnon, and CEH. Bold move. As well as Mecole Hardman. So very heavy on the running backs for the Chiefs. That is that is bold. Bold strategy, Cotton. See if it pays off.
I'm not so sure.
Yeah, that's an interesting one right there.
I'm not so sure. Isaiah McKenzie, I like that pick. Ramrod. Dearness Johnson, Jolly Green. I mean, talk about just a talent, just give him an opportunity. Like, the dude's just, you want to talk about a Ferrari in the shed. Like, that's Dearness Johnson, man. Just keeping him on the shelf at all times.
I was inverted. I was inverted has a lot of the rookies. I was looking to see like where the rookies have been going, and he has 4 of them. I really think, I'm just looking back at the board here, we kind of had like an avalanche of wide receivers go early in this draft. That's I feel like that's going to be, I think, more often than not. That's what's going to happen. There's going to be a ton of wide receivers that go, and then there's just going to be just a run of running backs later on.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think you'll see some sort of shift.
Let's
see.
I am up. I don't love really anybody on the board. I will take a stab at Allen Robinson, though.
Okay. Yeah, it's a good pick. I like it. I'm going with one of those tight ends that I mentioned, I think.
I see, Maher or Mayer or whatever. He was already taken.
Yeah, he was gone a minute ago. I'm liking really any of these guys at this ADP: Johnson, McBride, Isaiah Likely.
Yeah, so McBride's interesting. Likely and McBride are probably the two I like the most there. I feel like Juwan Johnson is like a one-hit wonder. I'm not sure he's going to do what he did last year again this year. But McBride and Likely, I do like both of them.
I'm going to go with Likely just for hopefully more exposure to touches. McBride still has a couple of other guys there, a potential heavy run game. We don't know what we're going to get out of Kyler. I'm expecting Lamar to come back. So,
yep.
And just Baltimore, like, I mean, they just gave Roquan Smith, like, a record-breaking linebacker contract. So, like, are they going to have a bunch of money to spend on a receiver? I don't know. I'm not too familiar with their cap situation. 20 seconds. What do we got? I might go Raheem Jarrett here. Get me a rookie. Let's see. Who else do I like? Yeah, we're just taking shots right now. So I am going to go with Raheem Jarrett. Where did he go? Fuck, I'm about to miss out. Michael Carter. Michael Carter is a good pick. It's a good pick. It was very fringe because of this stupid clock, but old boy loves to use the backup RB. Oh, that was close. That was
yeah. You were flirting with danger there, man.
But that's a good pick, especially this late. I'm actually kind of surprised he's available. But now we need a receiver, and I'm still going to get Raheem Jarrett, so that's great. Never mind, that was my second pick. Isaiah Likely was the first. Oh well.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna sure up the Patriots backfield here, and I think Pierre Strong could have a better next year, be a little bit more involved. So I'm gonna take Pierre Strong.
Yeah. See, that feels a little more risky.
Yeah, I mean, I have Stevenson, so if Stevenson goes down, Pierre Strong becomes a little bit more valuable.
He does.
He's probably only really valuable in this position to the person who has Stevenson. I'm not a big Damian Harris fan, so I could really care less about him. But I do think Pierre Strong could have a better year, at least more touches. He had what 10 attempts for 100 yards and a touchdown, 7 receptions for 42 yards. Again, no one really went down. They were using there was another Patriots running back there that I'm forgetting.
Yeah, that's the problem is they just use a bunch of random dudes. They pick up guys at the fucking grocery store. Like, you work at a Wawa? That is great. I heard about your 40 time.
Oh, Wawa. Yeah. That's one of Team Ramrod's favorite place to eat.
It's not a bad place to eat, but it gives you the runs, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, so does Taco Bell, but that doesn't stop me from going there either.
That's true. We were taking a road trip with the hockey team, and of course, we had to stop at the Wawa. So now I got me, and I got 20 high school kids at a Wawa. Great, right? So that took forever just getting out of there. And then one of the kids was like, "Yeah, I bought like all this macaroni." He bought like a family platter of like macaroni for like just the boys in the back. And man, that bus just fucking smelled awful within like 45 minutes. Like it was just all like every other 4 minutes you hear like just, man, it was nasty.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Nice. Does anybody take Tom Brady? He's still there.
I'm not doing it.
It's good value.
I might take Sam Howell. I might take him from you.
Hey,
I know
listen, it's a great pick.
Eric Gray's a good pick at running back for rookie running back. You want to add somebody in? Oh, good talent. Just needs a good landing spot. Who else? I mean, I can talk about some of these quarterbacks. Like, I still like the idea of Taylor Heineke. Hey, Mike White didn't look too bad when he was playing. Could be a quarterback somewhere. But yeah, none of these guys are real high-end starters, I guess. Carson Wentz is available. Come on.
Yeah, he should be available in the real NFL right now too, but my team
yeah,
don't know
but
what
like,
doing.
Come on, dude. Like, let's be realistic though. Like, he should be ahead of PJ Walker, Teddy Bridgewater, Mike White, Herndon Hooker. Like, maybe not Herndon Hooker. We don't know. He could just go somewhere and play great. But like, come on. Like, Tom Brady is almost 10 spots ahead of him and he's retired. Like, I get it. We don't like him, but he's going to be playing somewhere and probably getting stats. Like,
yeah. Is there any wide receivers you like yet? I'm looking at the wide receiver pool, and man, it is. Oh
yeah, Richie James won me a fantasy championship. What are you talking about? Van Jefferson's great. Russ Gage, not a bad situation to be honest with you, because if one of those receivers winds up getting moved, he's instantly a number 2 guy. It kind of feels like Godwin or Evans might need to be cap casualties based off of their situation without Tom. Who else?
Like KJ Hamler's there. It's interesting. It's a guy.
Yeah, it's a guy.
It's
It's
a guy.
definitely a guy. I mean, yeah, further down at his ADP, I could start making arguments for Laviska Shenault. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? Like Carolina, he was getting opportunities. uh
Say Kieran Williams. I don't think he has had his shot in LA yet, so I think that he gets that this year. What do you think the Rams do with Akers? He played well at the end of the year, but man, I mean, 90% of the year he was awful,
I
just
think they
dreadful.
I think they probably play the market. I think they draft somebody or they trade for some or whatever, sign somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going Eric Gray. Yeah, I'm going Eric Gray with my next pick.
It's soon going to be time for the draft to be over. So once again, if you have not already subscribed to the SGPN Fantasy Football YouTube page, please do so. Leave us a comment in the live stream going on right now for your chance to be entered in for the $25 SGPN merch store gift card.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And don't forget to check out all of the other stuff SGPN offers. Like, I feel like we don't do that enough for each individual sport. Tell other people about other sports because a lot of us like multi-sports. So go check out sportsgamblingpodcast.com. Where's tabs for baseball, football, basketball, hockey. I mean, you name it, it's in there. During the Olympics, I know we cover curling as well, which I always thought was funny. So, definitely check out the the sportsgamblingpodcast.com and go through all the tabs, man. There's a ton of good betting stuff on there. So if any of you guys listening right now are degenerates like ourselves and want to, oh man, McPride. Yikes.
Just missed him. Damn. What do I want to do? I might do Jelani Woods.
Say Jelani Woods.
I don't like it, to be honest with you.
I do.
I think it's an okay pick. Yeah.
There's
there's
another
versus
guy
what's
there
available and my team in general. Like I kind of need him, to be honest. Like I only had 3. I think I only had 3. Yeah, he was my 4th. I don't love it.
There is, I don't want to speak it to existence, even though I don't think P. Bren's going to take him, but Cade Otton is sitting there. That is somebody I'm interested in.
Cade Otton? Yeah, it's not a bad one. Got some meaningful snaps as a young player. I like it.
Yeah. I know Tom Brady's obviously not going to be there, but they got to do something at quarterback. And what happens when a new quarterback comes into a new system? They tend to lean on the tight end. So yeah, I just talked myself into Cade Otton.
Body targets. Like Jelani Woods. Big body targets.
Exactly. That dude's massive.
He is massive.
Him and Mo Alley Cox, man. Just two massive tight ends. I feel like the Colts are not properly using them. Probably got some big ones, huh?
Oh yeah. Got to. Like ogre size balls.
The PSM on them is probably just off the charts.
Yeah. I would imagine so.
Yeah.
All right. Who's the first snub? Is it Ben Skoranek? JD McKissick? Darrell Henderson going undrafted. How the mighty have fallen. James Robinson probably going undrafted. Mo Alley Cox probably going undrafted.
Yeah, there's some man, it's gonna be tough right now drafting because again, like there's rookies down there that we have no idea who some of them are, let alone where they're gonna go and what systems they're gonna be in. So it's kind of hard to pick some of them. I feel like during these drafts, we just got to be okay with taking the uncertainty and the unknown, right? Like there's you can't really say it's a bad pick because you don't know if it's going to be a bad pick or a good pick. So I feel like, for people watching or people listening, when you're doing these drafts and you get to the end, last 3 or 4 rounds and you're like, man, I don't know some of these dudes. I don't think they're going to perform well. You really don't know. You might as well take a stab now. It's so early in the season or, in the best ball season to really say one way or the other. So, don't beat yourselves up. Just have fun with it right now, and you might get lucky. You might pick one of these rookie rookie tight ends or rookie running backs. Then they fall into a good position, in the draft, and somebody takes them, and they ended up being well. So don't be too hard. Don't lean too hard into I need to take players I know, because there's a lot of uncertainty currently. And Mr.
For real,
Irrelevant
for
is
real.
going to be
Olamide Zaki is getting on the board.
It's going to be Tom Brady. Let's see.
No.
Nope.
Oh,
It was Cedric Tillman.
Cedric Tillman. He was sitting there for a
Rookie
minute.
wide receiver.
He was sitting there for a hot minute.
He was. Yeah.
I think I can pull this up here. Is this still sharing it?
Right now we just see the regular draft.
Okay, hang on one second. Let me see.
So you should be able to pull up the.
What's up, bud? What up, bud?
Yeah, you did just go big. Hey, Ginder's on here. No, you can't see him. He's in the chat. Oh yeah, there you go. You pull that up. So let's take a gander at some of these teams here that we had drafting with us. So it would have been it was the 1, the 1, the 6. I was the 9, the 10, and then you were the 11.
Okay, so what was it? Ramrod.
So yeah, Ramrod, Dilly, who's in the middle
Mhm.
there, and then me, TD King, and then P Bren, and then you.
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, I mean, y'all took some good picks from me pretty much at all times. Guys are not cool, but I enjoy drafting with you nonetheless. But next time, just don't take all my picks. It's just kind of easier for me that way.
Yeah, these there's just not some bad teams. Can you roll down a little bit? Is that possible?
Okay. Yep.
Just want to check out the rest of these teams here and see where people are going.
The Kirk Cousins, Geno Smith, Aaron Rodgers stack, very interesting. Also Taysom Hill in that mix. That's very interesting.
Yeah, I'm looking to see ADP wise who I'm like in these rounds here, these 7 through 13. Like, who do I think should have been picked in 1 through 6? There's a couple of guys I'm looking at here. Brian Robinson, starting running back, he should be up there a little bit. Rashad Bateman, I think, fell out of favor with some people due to the fact that he got hurt, but I think he could have a very good season. Gabe Davis, again, he should be up there a little bit. Same with Jameson Williams. I think he should be up a little bit. Depending on what the Chiefs do at running back, Isaiah Pacheco could potentially be somebody that gets drafted higher than he was in this draft.
Both Khalil Herbert and David Montgomery per their situations. If Montgomery leaves, Herbert becomes a lead back, whatever. Herbert somehow gets moved, like there could be some value shifting there. Same for Kareem Hunt, who I think could finally potentially get moved from Cleveland. Could go to a better situation, etc. Who else? Alan Lazard, if he were to find a new home. Jacoby Myers, same situation. Juju Smith-Schuster could actually fall from that, if he goes somewhere where it's a little bit more crowded. Josh Palmer, like I had mentioned earlier, who is in round 11, who I drafted, could definitely be going up once you actually see, the news of Keenan and Gerald Everett not being brought back or being released, etc.
Yep.
Man, whoever took Russ Wilson, I feel bad for them.
Oh man, shots fired.
Yeah, I don't like that pick, bud. That's all right. You got a stack. You got him in Dulcich, so that's good.
That's right, and Jerry Jeudy.
That's a good thing. Those are good things.
Yeah,
those are not bad things.
You got to have exposure to almost everybody. I've learned that over the last 2 or 3 years of, heavily doing best ball. So
don't discriminate. It's a good message to send out into the universe. I don't hate it. Yeah, I love it. But Russell Wilson sucks.
Just because Russell Wilson doesn't want to help charity, and wants to, try to do that. Allegedly doesn't want to help charity. I should say allegedly. Everyone's getting sued nowadays for saying things. So allegedly, he was only giving 24 cents for every dollar. So there's that.
Unreal. All right, ready to hit the restart button?
Oh, you want to throw another one down?
I mean, I'll do it. I mean, don't make me, but I'll do it.
Don't make you. Yeah, man, up to you. I'm cool doing another one if you want to. That's really up to you.
I say let's ride.
Okay.
I'm gonna peep it in here.
All right.
Give you
I
a.
said we can't see your screen anymore. By the way, we're still on the draft board.
Okay, that's probably a good idea. Oh, can't show you that window. No, I'm just kidding. The lobby. There we go. There it is. All right, a little 3, 2, 1 countdown.
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Yes.
What do we
Lots of
got?
spots. Lots
Oh,
of
lots of
spots.
spots. All right,
Lots of
let's
spots.
get in.
Yeah, if you're still in the chat, we'll keep running the contest for another hour. I'll probably only release the first hour on Spotify is what we'll do.
Yep.
Yeah, because the bosses won't like a 2-hour podcast. I'll tell you that much.
Yep.
They won't appreciate that. But we got all the ads read. We're working overtime over here. For the average Joe out there, for the regular old American man, drafted on Underdog. I can pull up some rankings, I suppose, while we wait for this to get filled up. I don't think it will take too long. Anyone that you don't want in the first round, like at their ADP, anyone that you would recommend for people to avoid, just be like, you know what, not this year. They say he's supposed to be good, but I say no.
4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, so it's up to Bijan. I mean, honestly, I'm not taking Bijan Robinson in the first round. I mean, one, we don't even know where he goes.
Right.
Two, a lot of times these rookie running backs do well, but I mean, is it really commanding a first round pick? I don't think so personally. So that's somebody I will definitely be off. I mean, I shouldn't say that. I'll pick some, but that I'm going to tend to lean against, taking him. Outside of that, though, man, not really. I guess Tyreek Hill is an interesting person to potentially not take in the first round because is it going to be Tua? Maybe. It's going to be somebody else? Maybe. So we're not sure. Outside of that, though, I can't really make a case against anybody else. Jonathan Taylor, feels a little high there, but again, he could potentially go back to 2 years ago form and just crush ADP. So yeah, we'll see. But honestly, I like some of the guys in round 2 and round 3 a little bit better as far as their value is concerned. So
you're one pick ahead of me. Team Ramrod. Team Ramrod.
He's in one again.
Let's ride. Let's go. Ramrod back for round 2. I love it. He is the only one returning with us.
Yep, let's say I think everyone else dropped off.
Yeah, I'm down with it though. I'm down with it. Let's go, buddy.
That.
And he gets the 1-1 again. You punk. Come on.
I know, right? Yeah.
Share the wealth, buddy.
He's probably not happy about that.
Pass the pipe. My goodness, my guy. Yeah, Bijan feels rich at that ADP. Third round. I wouldn't take him over like guys like Etienne or Ken Walker, and those guys were going right in the middle of the third round. So
yeah, exactly.
JJ one more time. Not a bad thing. Jamar Chase already gone. We're moving. We're flying. Got a couple more. There's more badges in this go around. I'm feeling a little. I forgot my sweater. There's just me and Abanilla not rocking badges. So this is the one here. Yeah,
man, that just means that the rest of us are just degenerates and have either won a little bit of money or just played in enough drafts to get that experience badge. So don't feel bad.
I'm well on my way. I'm the the 1x draft, 2x draft of the week, not 8
That's
or
right. 10. Yeah. I mean, as we discovered yesterday when we were talking big game, I had 23 to your 1. So
I won, yeah.
There's that for you. So right. I'm between. Oh shit! Damn it, Diggs is looking at me again.
Back again to Diggs.
Oh man, but I took him at 9 last time. Tyreek's there. Is Devonta sitting there as well? Yeah, you know what? I'm taking Diggs again.
All right, I'm going Saquon. Hopefully, he becomes a Chicago Bear.
Oh man, look at that! So shout out. Let's see. Team Ramrod just texted me and said, "Whoa, I got a badge now." He did not have a badge. He literally just earned it. So shout out to him for
Let's
playing in
go.
enough contests to get to the experience badge. So
That's awesome. Getting it done live with the crew. I love it.
Yeah. Man, he has put in some serious work. He really started playing Underdog like religiously like a year or so ago. So
Nice.
he has put in some hard work to earn that
Putting
badge
in
now.
that time.
And money.
That's most of money, yeah. All right.
So what do we got here? So I went Diggs and then Barkley and Robinson. So here I'll start at the beginning. So we had Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Christian McCaffrey, Travis Kelsey, Cooper Kupp, Austin Eckler, Diggs, Barkley, Robinson, Bijan Robinson, not Brian.
Mm-hmm.
Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams.
Don't hit it. I might be getting
No.
CD Lamb again. We'll see. 4 picks. I don't know.
I don't know. I think you'd be lucky to get CD. You might be staring at the quarterbacks in the face if you won't take any of those guys.
I don't know. I might.
Thank
just
God
take John
Josh Allen went, so I didn't have to try to choose that again.
I might take. Might take Jonathan Taylor again. I don't know. No, if Mahomes is there, I'll take him over those guys. If Mahomes is, give me a piece. Or do I want Fields and hope of that Barkley take? That would be something. There goes Jonathan Taylor. So there goes that. Derrick Henry and Patrick Mahomes.
Okay, taking Mahomes.
Homie. I like that start a lot.
Yeah, indeed, not bad. You know what? Fuck it. I don't want to do it again, but I'm gonna do it again. I'll take Jalen Hurts. Go Diggs and then a quarterback. God. I was between
hey,
Hurts.
Joe Burrow just went, so that run right there, it's not a bad decision.
Yeah, that's true. I was between Hurts, Amra, and T. Higgins. Those are the guys I was looking at.
All right. Are you up before me again or no?
Let's see.
You will be, yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm going after Kenny, Etienne, or Ramondre again.
Yep. I think
I don't recommend Breece Hall at this ADP, actually. As I told you guys about Michael Carter before, Hackett loves to run the second RB. Like, it's going to be more of a split than people are going to believe this year. So I don't like Breece at this ADP at 22.
Yeah. I think BFFL, I think that is also somebody who listens, a fellow listener, somebody that we met last during draft day too. I believe he's breathing fantasy football literally on YouTube. So
dopamine. I love it. I love it.
I think he's in here.
Killing it. Love it.
Team Ramrod said, is Denny Hamlin drafting from the second spot? He's Hamlin Motorsports in there.
I mean, is Denny a underdog nut? I mean,
he may be a closet best ball guy. You never know.
Closet football guy.
I mean, as we discovered, Dale Jr. plays fantasy football, so nothing saying Denny Hamlin don't.
That's true. Fucking Ramondre, God, Ramrod, you bastard.
Yeah, he talks to me a lot about fantasy football, so you know, you might as well.
He took both Etienne and Ramondre, dude. I mean, those are good picks. Like, those are great picks, but
yeah,
my butt hurts right now. Ouch, man.
No lube, huh?
No lube.
Just straight raw doggy.
He just shoved it in there. Am I getting Calvin Ridley again? Mother duck. No. Oh man. What am I doing here? I just can't decide.
As Drake would say, oh yeah, that's right. I'm doing me.
I'm doing me. I'm living life right now.
There you go.
Dude, I saw the SNL skit he did where he was Jake from State Farm. Have you seen that?
I'm not much of an SNL guy, so I don't think so.
I'm not either. It was a real whatever. Haven't been an SNL person in quite some time. But dude, that shit was fucking hilarious. Like it was Jake from State Farm, except for he stays with you all the time and it's Drake. So like the mom and dad figure out a problem, it's all solved, and then he just never leaves. So then he starts taking the kids to like t-ball, getting really close with the mom, and like the dad wakes up and his whole family's like missing, and they come walking in the door and like, where were all of you? Like, well, Jake thought it would be a good idea if we went to church. What? To church? She's like, frankly, I agree with him.
Oh, Jesus.
It was too good. It was too good. Oh, Mark Andrews, good pick. I went Devontae Smith. I thought getting
I took T.
Devontae Smith at this ADP was far friendlier than 212 in the last draft. I got him at 3.8, which I thought was a much better value. I don't love it, but I felt like I was getting the value, especially just, I just did a draft where I'm getting him almost, 10 picks later. Let's see. Olave off the board. Pivotal pick for me as I decide whether I want to stack up with running backs or receivers here. I'm feeling it's going to wind up being a running back. You think I can get Keenan Allen in round 5?
In round 5. Let's see. Where's he going there? Yes, I do.
All right. Well,
hold it. Again, don't take my word on it, but I do believe you could.
Yeah, I know. I breathe him into existence, and then Ramrod takes him. Yeah, I think I'll probably go with one of these running backs. I still love Dalvin Cook a lot. I mean, I know he's another year older, but he really didn't get a ton of usage this year. It was definitely less than years prior. Anytime I can stack up Saquon and Dalvin Cook is a good day.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's a good start. All right, I'm on the clock here.
There's going to be no priority to de-escalate him further. I mean, they just, shaved a ton of miles off of his workload this year, so should feel good for next year. Good and for his health too. He wasn't really overly beat up like he was in years past.
Yeah, I went Hawk there.
I like it.
Yeah, I mean, when he went to Minnesota, I mean, man, he was just getting volume all the time. I mean, if they don't do anything to their roster as far as really upgrading it, I mean, I assume he's going to be in for the same role. I mean, averaging I think 6 or 7 targets a game. I mean, I'll take that out of a tight end.
I know he was having games where he had like 9 receptions. So even if you just you can ride the highs and lows with him in this format. So I like it.
Yep.
And the highs are going to be up there. Kyle Pitts still available though. Generational tight end, no big deal.
Generational tight end.
Calvin Ridley still available. I may have paid a little too much for him in the last one. So much so I'm getting him again. I also like Dallas Goedert with my next pick potentially because I have Devontae Smith. Obviously, we saw some positive correlation with Dallas Goedert. When he was injured, Smith's numbers went up. I think that could correlate back and forth either way if one were to be injured over the other.
Yep. I agree.
And honestly, they both produced when they were both on the field too. So it's not a bad situation. But that's what I'm wavering in my head right now is like, do I take a shot on Kyle Pitts on the talent, or do I take a safer pick with Goddard with just a better opportunity? Jalen Hurts has really come along. Offense is still going to be buzzing next year. We were talking last night about Sirianni's a really aggressive play caller. It's like it's a good situation to be in.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, Goddard's going to be somebody I potentially will target in this draft if he's still there at a time that I feel comfortable enough to take him, since I do have Hurts. So, uh, yeah, we'll see.
Was one of our producers having an aneurysm? What's going
No,
on
that
here?
that was me. I clicked into it by accident, and
Oh,
I didn't
I
mean to
was
hit
like, what
enter.
the?
I went to hit delete, and my like pinky hit the enter thing. Yeah, that was me.
That's funny. I was like, what's going on here? It's
No,
like,
I've
is there someone's like running an SOS? Like,
they're
help me!
gonna do
Ramrod with
more.
the Calvin Ridley pick and the Trevor Lawrence pick. I'm not liking this Ramrod.
Yeah, he's going heavy Jaguars here. Lawrence, ETN, and Ridley.
I like it. Kirk went right before Ridley. So that'll be an interesting ADP game this year. Seeing who goes first and then taking the next guy almost immediately within a round. It's
Yeah, I
been a
agree. I
kind
mean
of a
that. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting with those guys. You know, those two specifically. It was kind of like this year or last year. It was Judy and Cortland Sutton that were going around the
right.
same as well. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how that plays out.
Similar with Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, and then Metcalf and Lockett are always an interesting one because Lockett goes just way farther, but still produces at the same level, if not better than him. So that's another
Hmm.
interesting one always. But yeah, like Lockett will always get drafted like 4 to 6 rounds later, like every single year. It's always a crazy enigma to me how that always rolls down. And then yeah, they wind up having like almost neck and neck production. It's crazy.
Hmm. Hmm.
So you're up here. You already have your tight end. I'm worried about B-Day taking one of these guys. I guess I should be fine either way. I was thinking about potentially waiting out another round for Darren Waller.
Yeah.
That seems like a boom pick. Like if he lands in the right spot, feels like he's going to be a casualty there for the Raiders. It sounds like he's going to be moving on. Could be a really booming pick.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Chris Godwin here. Shout out Penn State. I like Chris Godwin. I'm not really worried about his production with the unknown of the quarterback as well. So I think it's a good pick there in round 5 or end of round 5.
Yeah, I just took the Goddard pick.
Oh man, you went down there and picked him up. All right, I thought I could wait a little bit. See, I'm just not comfortable taking him there yet, so that's why I didn't. But yeah.
No,
Oh man,
I'm
you're taking
fine to move him up. Like you have to have reliable tight end production. So
No,
and
yeah,
even like
100%.
in some of my dynasty league or no, one of my key dynasty leagues, he's like literally all I have at tight end. Made it to the championship. At least this year. We'll hope for good things again next year. But literally it was like him, like when he got hurt, it was like, Juwan Johnson and I'm trying to think who else. It may have been Mo Alley Cox one week. I mean, he didn't do anything that week. I'll tell you that. Spoiler. But no, you have to have guys that are going to finish, as top 3, top 5 tight ends week in and week out. He fits that mold, and the scarcity is just what got to me. And honestly, I'm seeing a lot of names here that are sticking around a lot farther than the last draft. I don't know if it's quarterbacks that are getting pulled up more. I feel like that's what it was, at least early on. I'm not sure, but I feel like some of these names are just sitting longer than what I saw them in the last draft.
Yeah, I'm assuming you're specifically talking about like Aaron Jones, DJ Moore,
Yep.
J.K. Dobbins. Yep.
Yes, specifically. Even Jerry Jeudy, Marquise Brown. Let's see. Yeah, and like I'm pulling up quarterbacks. There's like no one here. Like there's Dak. Yeah, he was my second. Deshaun was my third. Like, you know what I mean? Like that was definitely brought up in this go about. Yeah. Let's see. I need a receiver, so we're going. I'm gonna go Deontay. That's another one. Yeah, just sitting around.
So I'm on the clock here, man. Don't really want to take Alvin Kamara yet with that looming suspension. Not sure.
He went 7-1 in the last draft. We're in 6-6.
Yeah, it feels a little too rich for him right now. You know what? I'll take Jerry Jeudy again.
I like it. I thought you were going to go Pacheco.
Pacheco.
Chaboy.
I do like Pacheco, yeah.
Chaboy.
There's at least 4 dudes there I'd rather pick over Pacheco at this current point in the draft. I'm just not. I mean, we don't even know, again, uncertainty. We don't even know if he's going to be a part of the Chiefs going next year. I mean, I'm assuming he's
Yeah, he
going to
will.
be. I
Yeah, he'll be
assume
a
so,
Chief.
but they may go out and try to get somebody. You never know
He
who's
could
going
be
to be out
moved, I guess. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I mean,
there.
you hold all the cards with him and his rookie status. You know what I mean? Like his contract is just pretty
Yeah.
valuable. I would imagine they would ride him out. He didn't have a bad season, you know. So it'd be tough for me to see them moving. If anything,
Yep.
I would be more concerned that they're just too confident in him and they don't bring in anybody else, and I'll be really
Mhm.
upset. They're like, no, we're just going to ride with these 3 guys. Look at us, Super Bowl champs. Stupid birds. 6'9" for Kamara, 6'9", so it was pretty close. I was going to ask you Miles Sanders, but I knew that you weren't going to take him there, so I didn't want to waste your precious seconds on your while you're on the clock.
My precious seconds.
Well, you're on the clock. I had that damn Deshaun Watson pick the last one, so you know I don't want to spread that around.
That's true. That's true. I appreciate that. I did consider Miles Sanders, but I'm not one to like to use early draft picks on stacking quarterbacks with a running back. I would much rather stack the quarterback with wide receivers and tight ends, obviously. And Jalen Hurts is actually a quarterback that I'm okay, having naked, as a lack of a better term.
Right.
Yeah, because of his rushing upside. So I'm not really concerned. Plus, Miles Sanders might not even be on the Eagles next year, so I didn't want to waste that potential as well.
Exactly. I love it.
I am rolling in here with no running backs currently, so
It's interesting. It's interesting. Let's take a peek at the market. Isaiah Pacheco coming right around the corner. Brian Robinson, Chaboy. James Cook, Chaboy. James Conner. Got some positive comments from the podcast yesterday. I know you hate Zeke, but Zeke's still on the board. Going to get used early and often next year.
Yep, definitely not taking Zeke.
I know. My boy Elijah Mitchell still on the board. Still my dude. Could also be someone that gets moved. If I was the 49ers, I would move him for a draft pick. They're just immaculate at developing running backs. I'm sure there's someone else that they could move on to. And of course, they already have CMC. They don't need that many touches from their RB2. So that would be interesting. Cam Akers is interesting right here. We've discussed him a little bit. This ADP still feels a little friendly. Wait on quarterback. I can't make up my mind because I have my tight end. I have 2 running backs. I have 2 wide receivers. So I want to go BPA. And I'm thinking that's going to wind up being James Conner. Or I might even double down with the Pittsburgh receivers and go George Pickens.
You very well could. I'm definitely not taking Pickens here. So
I do like your boy Jahan Dotson, though.
Jahan Dotson.
I do like him a lot. I like him more than Courtland Sutton, I'll tell you that.
Man, you know what? For my first running back, give me Brian Robinson.
Not bad. You going to take Gibson as well?
I'm not sure. Potentially, depending on how long he sticks around. I mean, I think he was past round 10 last time. So yeah.
I took Pacheco.
That would have been the guy I was going to take next if he was still sitting there. So I like that.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
Don't love it, don't hate it.
Yeah.
Situation's got to be, again, his, which could easily change. But as long as it stays this way, I think he'll be a good pick.
Yeah.
And no, I don't know if I'll go Jahan Dotson next. Man, I love this Josh Palmer ADP. It's way down here, though. It's like 136. We're in like mid-80s. Another tight end that I like. Oh, damn, I might go Darren Waller. Are you drafting Evan Ingram? Did Darren Waller just go off the board? Son of a gun. There goes Darren Waller.
I mean, I don't have a plan to take him, but I guess, anything's on the board. I do already have Hawkinson, so it's not really a big priority to me.
I think it should be a bigger priority for people to stack up on tight ends. It's so volatile. Like, in a lot of these drafts, are you riding with two?
Since these are 20 rounds, I think 3 is the way to go.
I had 4 in the last one.
Yeah, I think that's fine, but yeah, I think 3 is probably where I'd like to live in 20 rounds.
It's fair. Oh, James Conner, that was also a good pick. Zay Flowers, Brandon Cooks, DPJ, Zay Jones, Darnell Mooney. I'm taking my shot. I'm calling it. I'm a fan. There it is.
That is bold. I'm not a fan of the old MT, but I guess somebody's got to take him, right?
He's my third receiver. I feel like I can make up for it. So,
sure. Let's see.
But he did have some big weeks when he was healthy. I mean, that first week of the regular season, he scored two touchdowns when healthy.
Yep.
So, and he's most likely moving on to a new situation. So, definitely a candidate for the Bears. Definitely a candidate for a team like the Chiefs or the Ravens. Like, there's definitely going to be a market for him.
Right. Yeah, I want Bateman there. I was considering taking James Cook again, but
I was considering taking James Cook there as well, but I had Pacheco on the other side of the pick.
Yep. Give me 1 second here.
What do you think about quarterback situation coming up here? You starting to feel the itch?
Not necessarily. I have Hurts. I'm cool. I mean, there's really not going to be a ton of guys down here I think are going to beat out Hurts on a weekly basis, so I'm not too concerned about it. There's guys that I'm interested in based off of things I think I can get for stacking potential, but nothing. I'm not like, yeah, I need to make sure I get one soon. I'll just let it fall to me how it will.
If Cousins is still around, I'll take him. I like having the Mahomes Pacheco kind of QB RB stack. I wouldn't mind having Dalvin Cook in him. I don't know about Dan Jones. Just the upside just isn't as strong there. Obviously, the rushing upside was far greater this year than in years past. But yeah, I don't know. It's tough to see how that situation is going to play out there. Feels like a wild card. If I miss out on Cousins, I might wait around until, I don't know, Matthew Stafford. I mean, yeah, I have Patrick Mahomes too. There's probably going to be most weeks where these guys aren't scoring them, but just want to protect myself for like any short-term or long-term injuries, really. Hamlin Sports, lots of receivers, takes Kirk Cousins. Ramrod, where are we going with tight end? Where are we going? Evan Ingram, Chaboy. All right, coming into round 9. Man, not loving some of these names here. Let's see. Lots of receivers for you. You taking a running back?
Yeah, we'll get there. I mean, the 0 RB strategy is one I like as well. So yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, running backs they're plentiful down here, as I was saying earlier.
They're around. They're around. They're available.
Yeah.
No, there's a few.
There's a couple I'm okay with taking.
I feel pretty balanced here. 1 QB, 3 RB, 3 receiver, a tight end.
There you go.
Yeah, just clean it up.
I do like my wide receiver core here of the 5 that I've chose, so I'm cool with rocking with a lot of these guys for at least a few rounds.
Right on, right on. That's a pretty good group. I was just taking a peek. Bateman, Judy, Godwin, Higgs, Diggs. I like it. I like it. Who knows what could happen with Higgins? It's a positive wild card. Like, yeah, you're not really sure how it's going to play out, but I think you're going to like the result no matter what.
Mm-hmm. Man, it'd be a shame if somebody took Jared Goff from catch-up stain because he's going pretty heavy on the Detroit there. Just
You
trying to
can't
put
make
that
me do it.
just trying to
Don't
put
try to
that
make
out
me do it.
into the universe. Anybody wants to take him? I'm a big
Man, I was
fan
ready to move.
of playing defense in these as well.
Eh, eh,
Eh.
eh.
All right. I'm going to take Rachaad White here. That was the guy that I said I would take if he was still sitting there, so I would do that.
Right on.
So as the Bears insider, what's the running back situation going to look like this coming up year? Are they going to flip it to Herbert finally, or are they going to
Hell
let
if I know,
Montgomery?
bro. Hell if I know. Hopefully they go out and they make a move on Saquon Barkley and offer him some fucking LeBron James contract.
Okay, well, I don't think Saquon's moving. I think you have a better shot of getting Hopkins if you're going to land one of those superstars.
We got to trade for Hopkins. I believe Saquon hits the market.
Well, I mean, I think that's a possibility. I think Hopkins wants out. So,
Well, yeah, but we have to trade for him. Anyone
yeah.
can bid on Barkley. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't think Barkley's going to leave Dable now.
okay, that's fine. I mean,
He's okay.
good on him. But I mean, does Dable have more money than us? I don't think so. So
No, but I mean, not for everybody is it all about money.
this would be his generational contract. Like this is like, I don't know. Bears can offer him up a lot of money, so I'm hoping
That's very
that
true.
they at least like fill out the paperwork and push it across the table and say this is our number. You know, let's have the conversation. So yeah. I mean, I just don't see like the Giants being like light years ahead of the Bears as far as being like a Super Bowl contender.
Right.
I think they're probably even, if not maybe even a little bit farther behind us, potentially just by a little bit. So yeah. If it's not about money, go play for not a ton of money for a really good team.
It's true. It's very true.
No, I mean if they run with Herbert or Montgomery, it's going to be fine either way. The best rusher on the team is still going to be Justin Fields. That's the leading rusher next year is probably going to be Justin Fields again. So
yep.
Unless it's someone like a Saquon Barkley, something crazy like that happens. And believe me, that's why I want that to happen. I don't want my quarterback to be the leading rusher on the team. Hard pass. What do we got? Speaking of Montgomery, why are we taking him here?
Hey, Jared Goff's sitting there if anybody wants to take him.
I kind of want to bring Josh Palmer up the board, but it just feels a bit too soon. So I'm not going to do it. I'm going to go with David Montgomery again. I'll play the game.
Well, damn you, Scuba Steve. I was going to take David Montgomery. So
even better.
That.
Defense.
So there's that.
Defense.
Oh, man. Really just want to play defense and take Jared Goff from this dude, but it makes no sense for me to do that. So
he doesn't have a quarterback.
I know. That's why I'm like, oh, he's going to take
and
Jared
you're
Goff.
Doing 50 of these, if not more. So
yeah, you know what? Defense is the best offense.
Fuck you, ketchup stain. Fuck you.
I like that ketchup.
Mustard all up in your face, punk.
That's right.
Didn't you guys make a what's the shirt? Fuck Daro?
Yeah, fuck Daro. He
fuck ketchup stain, bro.
Yeah, man. Daro had Kramer triggered.
Bro, I want to fly private. I mean, I'm not saying that ketchup stain has me, triggered by any means, but I want to make some merch money. I want to fly the Fantasy Boys private to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Brick by brick. Let's go. Fuck ketchup stain t-shirts.
Yeah, that's right, ketchup stain. Though I do know Ketchup Stain, I've been in a bunch of drafts with him already, and I do know he is heavily involved in the Underdog best ball world. So shout out to Ketchup Stain, but sorry, buddy. I mean, defense is best offense, so sorry about that.
I mean, I think making a T-shirt off of somebody is kind of like an ultimate flattery, so you should not be upset
It's true.
whatsoever. He did just take Trey Lance, so I think we've won the war.
Yes, I am a Trey Lance non-truther.
That was his first quarterback taken because you took Jared Goff.
See, well, and
So that's
I
what I'm
don't.
saying. So the war has been won. Like,
Yeah.
chill out. And he took Trey over like guys that we know are going to start. Like Trey's a complete wild card.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't take Trey over Russ Wilson, Geno Smith, top 10 QB this season. Don't hate Geno Smith. Aaron Rodgers. Shit, I'd take Bryce Young over Trey Lance. Like people are going to move up the board for Bryce Young. Come on now.
True.
Like, I don't like that. I don't like it. But hey, he's a pro. He's got the badge. I don't. So
man,
that's right. How about just instead of fuck ketchup stain, just instead it'll say mustard stain, greater sign, ketchup stain.
Jesus, I love it. I'd wear it.
I'll rock it.
Man. Oh no, he went, didn't he? Oh, thank God. Zeke was sitting there. I'm like, dude, I need a running back. I'm like, am I gonna have to take Zeke? Just thank God somebody took him. Now I don't have to take him. Shoo! Dodge a bullet.
I need receivers again.
Killing.
Thank goodness Josh Palmer's still available. I'm glad I didn't take him 2 picks ago like I wanted to. Fuck. But I also want to take Isaiah Hodgins. Damn it. I'm going to get stuck again. Missing out on him probably. There he is. How do you like my Eagles and Cowboys tight ends?
I like your Eagles. Actually, I have nothing against Schultz.
He's not going to be a Cowboy anyways.
You don't think?
No, they're going to tag Pollard.
So, doesn't mean they can't get a long-term deal done with him. Schultz was very good for them. I feel like they would be dumb to let him go.
Yeah, if they want to renegotiate Michael Gallup's contract, they might be able to do that, but I don't think that's going to happen if Michael Gallup's still on the team.
Mm-hmm.
But if they cut Michael Gallup, yeah, sure, no problem.
I don't know. It's interesting.
The way it sits right now, I don't think they have enough to get something, at least what he would want.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they would have it in place.
It's true.
What the fuck? I'm looking at this picture of the WinBet Q&A of like Sean and Ryan with like Julian Endelman and Calvin and
Nick Mangold, Chris Long. Yep.
And they just have a picture of Kramer just kind of like looking off into the distance. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here with that. That should not have made me laugh as much as it did. It's like me staring at my second screen or something. Oh my gosh. All right. Need a receiver. Let's go Mr. Lazard. Actually, I take that back. Let's go Rondell Moore, who I like a lot. Hoping he gets some run there with Arizona with an exit of D-Hop. Here's hoping. But I'm taking another receiver here. Hey, we're flying. Let's go. A couple of quick picks. I like it. I will be taking probably Isaiah Hodgins and or Chase Claypool this next pick. Fuck the ADP.
Who's your quarterbacks? I'm sorry.
Pat Mahomes. So far, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit tight here because someone took Trey Lance and just like left all these other dudes available. Sorry, ketchup stain. Like I'll take Jimmy Garoppolo over Trey Lance right now. Just saying. Wouldn't it be crazy? I don't think it could happen. I don't think the 49ers could trade Trey Lance. They're not going to get back anything close to like equal value.
No,
and the NFL is not the NBA.
Dumb for them. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're not going to get anywhere near. But if they just let them sit there and just wait and learn, you know, it could be a fruitful situation down the road. I don't think it will be, to be perfectly honest, but best of luck to him because man, when he's 100%, like I mean, he looks like he could be a big thing. Like he looks like he could be a great player, but You just got to develop.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Oh, no, go in. Or do I want to go running back? Fuck. I think I might go Antonio Gibson. I think I'm going Antonio Gibson here. Yep. I like Antonio Gibson a lot, actually. I believe he's hurt at the moment. Do they have that listed?
Who's that?
Antonio Gibson.
I don't think he's hurt right now.
Maybe
he was
just
he was a little
week
banged
of
up at the end of the season, but
maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, I don't think. I think he's gonna be. He'll be fine for the start of the season if that's what you're asking.
He's someone I would hope that they would try to move on from.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're going to or not. I mean, I know they like Robinson better, but
isn't this the last year of his rookie contract?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're not going to extend him. You might as well get something for him. He feels like someone who could get moved at the draft.
Maybe, yeah.
That wouldn't cost a lot to a team hungry for a running back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think a team like Carolina would have to pay up a lot for him. I don't think a team like the Chiefs would have to pay up a lot for him.
Yeah, I would prefer them to keep him because I do like the 1-2 combo of him and Robinson. I just want them to.
Oh, I absolutely hate that 1-2 combo. I absolutely hate it. It ruins both of them in fantasy.
Well,
go
that
their
is true.
Separate ways.
Well, they need to treat Brian Robinson as a true one and have Antonio Gibson be the change of pace back. That's what they need to do. But instead, they were just using them as a 1A, 1B kind of ordeal and fucking everything up. So if they use them correctly, they would be a very good 1-2 combo for them.
Yeah, as a football fan, like if you're watching the Commandos as your football team, I get that as a 1-2 punch. But for fantasy, no, get that garbage out of here. Splits. I don't need no splits. I got headaches. Can't decide which direction I want to go here. I keep oh, actually no, never mind. I should go receiver. But I just keep going back and forth between the receivers and running backs right now.
Mm-hmm.
OBJ, let's go. Get over here. I'm surprised Ramrod didn't take Isaiah Hodgins from me. Appreciate it, bud. Interesting picks there with Kenny Gainwell and Raheem Mostert. I really don't hate them. I mean, they need some things to happen, some dominoes to fall to really get some premium touches. But
yep,
good situations. I feel like though.
Yep. Yeah, those were guys I was eyeing up as well when I took Leonard Fournette. I was hoping that they would make it back around.
Okay. Going Isaiah Hodgins or Claypool, one or the other. Hopefully Hodgins. Great finish to the year. Great finish.
He did, man. He had a reputation of catching everything. So
yeah. Taysom Hill just went. It's always an interesting pick, especially in best ball. Like, I really can't hate that pick. Like, he's going to be in the NFL. He's going to be doing something somewhere. I'm telling you, don't be surprised if he gets cut. Denver 2 days later.
Jesus,
I'm just saying. Oh yeah, I mean, if you're picking up Russ Wilson shares, you can't hope for that. But just don't see any other place other than maybe like Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't that be crazy? Lamar throwing to Taysom Hill
would be yes, very interesting.
I kind of just want to go do it on Madden right now. I just kind of want to just go mess around with that. It sounds fun. It sounds like a good way to waste an hour and a half. Isaiah Hodgins.
So I took Jeff Wilson. Again, I was looking at
I like Jeff.
So
I like Jeff. Give me some Jeff Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
Love the change of pace. And I mean, didn't they make a trade for him with San Francisco? They didn't give up a lot. Yeah, so I mean, he's going to be there next year, and I mean, they are already made a commitment to him. I love it. I think it's going to be a good situation. Just has to stay healthy. That's all.
Nice.
Have you taken a second quarterback yet?
I have not.
I am
Oh,
thinking
no,
about.
I lie. I did. Remember, I took Jared Goff. I played the defense.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So I have Hurts and Goff.
I'm thinking about going Brock Purdy here. He got the consignment from George Kittle yesterday that it's his job to lose.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't need like we already said, like we don't need these backups to fill in a ton of weeks for us. We know that Patrick Mahomes is going to come out and win the 5 touchdown prop in week 1 every single week to start the season, right? And man, Purdy looked good with that team. So I'm hoping I can get him a couple more picks here. I'm feeling good about because NF4 he has 2 already. There goes Zach Ertz. Vanilla has 1. As long as he isn't a huge dick about it. He is not. Give me Purdy. Devonta Smith, Deontay Johnson, Mike Thomas, Rondell Moore, Isaiah Hodgins. At least 3 Hall of Famers in there.
Took my second tight end to have Hawkinson and Higbee now.
Higbee. Not sure what I'm feeling here. I have a ton of options, so I can really go any sort of way I want.
Yeah, I'm starting to see these running backs at this position are very unknowns to me. I mean, a couple of the rookies don't know a whole lot about currently. Don't really like Damian Harris. Cordell Patterson's a question mark in my mind. Rashad Penny, big question mark.
Chuba.
Yeah, like there's just a lot of running backs here. I don't know who I would want to take. It's a problem.
Zach Evans would be a rookie I'd be looking at. We talked about Cordell Patterson on the last show. We were staying off of him. Jalen Warren I like. Chuba Hubbard I like. Clyde Edwards-Helaire feels good at this ADP. I mean, his ADP is 188. We're in the mid 160s. We're at 165 right now, so I don't feel like rushed to get to him. I mentioned, here you go, diamond in the rough right here, Michael Carter. We talked about him on the last draft, right? Nathaniel Hackett's going to come in, and what's he going to do? Split those touches to the running backs right down the middle. Obviously, Breece Hall is a special talent. He's going to he will still probably have the heavier hand in the split, but I would not be surprised if it's 60-40 when it should rightfully be like 75-25 in my opinion.
Yep.
So Michael Carter here I think is huge, and I will. I think you're ahead of me, but I was going to say I will gladly leave him for you if you need a running back.
No, man. I mean, I do, but I mean, yeah, I'm never that person who's like, yeah, man, I definitely want him after you just said he was really good. I'm all about.
You obviously didn't play any poker stars in the late 2010 or early 2010s.
I have not.
Yeah, me and my boys were running those rooms, telling each other what our hands are from across the apartment.
Nice.
Oh yeah, it was a Wild Wild West, baby. I said early 2010s, but really it was like 2007 to 2010. What do you call that period from like 2000 to 2010?
The late 2000s.
The late 2000s.
Yeah.
But the late 2000s is like 2874. Like we haven't even been there yet. We probably won't even make it that far now that I think about it.
So is it the early 2000s then?
I don't know. I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is. Yeah. Because the late 2000s, we're hitting the year 3000, and man, it makes my head hurt trying to think about that.
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm really not sure, to be honest with you.
All right, where am I going here? I am going. I think I'm going Chase Claypool. 10. Yeah, I'm going Chase Claypool. B-Day playing chicken with the tight ends here. See this guy's team. He's got 4 quarterbacks: Burrow, Watson, Stafford, and Carr. Eckler, Pollard, Pierce, and Sanders. Good running back group. Receivers, not so much though. Metcalf, Gabe Davis, Josh Downs, Juju, Jalen Hyatt. I missed the last one I cut off. Now MVS. Not great. Not ideal. B-Day, draft a tight end, brother.
I want to pair up DJ Chark with Jared Goff, so it doesn't look like I just took Jared Goff for defense.
Nice. Now I like my receivers because now Michael Thomas is just buried in there. He's just buried.
I think he's just buried no matter what. He did.
He's not
dead. His fantasy value dead.
Not unless
all he has to do is walk out in the field and stub his toe, and he's like out 4 years. So
the disrespect.
He's like, oh, him and Kyler are perfect for each other. They should play together. Neither one have heart. Michael Thomas and Kyler. Neither one of them play with heart. So
100 receptions, 9 touchdowns inbound.
Yeah, Michael Thomas. I noticed the other day on Twitter because I was going to comment on something he posted. He has the thing where you can't comment on his post. He's one of those guys. Might as well be a private school pussy.
Yeah, that's not nice. That's not nice. But I coach private school kids, so you also be nice.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey man, it just calls it as a season.
Their parents pay a lot for them to go to school and for them to play hockey for me.
Well,
so.
You tell Brad and Chad to relax over there, all right? I don't know if you have any Brads or Chads. Do you have any Brads or Chads?
I don't have any Brads or Chads.
No Brads or Chads. Okay, that's good.
I got a kid named,
I got 3 Brads and 4 Chads. I'll be, okay.
I got a kid named Jovi, and I was like, man, that's a fucking
Jovi.
Killer name. Yeah, that's a killer name. Like your dad was like partying.
That's not bad. I don't hate it.
I love it. Oh yeah, no, that's like his first name. I was like, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. Like your parents obviously have good taste in music.
If you aren't taking CEH, I think I'm going to.
I'm taking Chubba.
Okay, I'm gonna take CEH just out of the random possibility that he, falls back in favor.
Probably should have taken Michael Carter since I just big dick swung around there for a minute.
Yeah,
that's all right. I took him in the last one. If he's still there, I'll take him in the next one.
Well, I mean, I am up before you, and he is in my queue now that you sold
I
me
told you.
I did sell me on him.
His ADP is at like 210. We're at like 185. So like I still feel like Chubba's still a decent pick.
Yeah, but really, I mean, in these drafts, really anything after like 160 it's just right. All fucking shits in the wind at that point.
That's not false. That's not false.
Mechie's there though. That is somebody I also have queued up. I do like I feel like Mechie can be good.
Be good. I mean, Ketchup Stain takes Mike Gesicki.
We don't expect Brandon Cooks to be there next year, correct?
With the Texans, no.
Yeah. Okay. So if that's the case, then do we expect
Nico Collins?
Yeah, Nico Collins and Mechie are going to be the guys unless they bring somebody else in. Does DeAndre Hopkins go back to Texans whatsoever?
No. I mean, I was thinking about it too, but I mean, he'll just sit out if he was traded to them. He'll just won't play.
It'd be so funny.
He'll pull a Le'Veon Bell for sure. For sure. No doubt in my mind. Where are we at here? Where are we at? Up in 10 picks. Nowhere close. Let's see. Who else do I like late? Their ADP. Eric Gray, who I mentioned in the last draft. Richie James won me a fantasy football championship this year. Let's see. Pierre Strong, who you mentioned in the last one. Dearness Johnson. Yeah, these are guys that I like, but I don't know if I love their situations.
Agreed.
I think I might.
Good old Zamir White, baby.
I think I might take another quarterback just to get off the old injury schneid situation. Plus, with 2 quarterbacks, you can run into like a legit situation where they both are on bye 1 week.
Damn it. There he goes. You sold Denny Hamlin on him.
Damn it, Denny.
Oh, no, that's fucking Ginder. That's Team Ramrod. What a guy.
Ramrod. Michael Carter, yeah. If someone's listening about Michael Carter, it's Team Ramrod.
Yep.
He also took Zach Evans. Good pick.
Yeah, you see, he's a guy. He picked a ton of Dameon Pierce once I introduced him to Dameon Pierce last year. He gets hot and heavy for a guy that you talk about. So now for the next like 8 drafts I do with him, he's taking Zach Evans in every single one.
Okay. Show him up with the Michael Carter pick. What's up? What's up?
I'm gonna start telling him about dudes I like really don't like. I'm like, oh yeah, man, he's gonna be good.
Adam Thielen, generational old man.
Yeah. That's the only guy I really hate. That he always just takes that to spite me.
Maybe I'll take Marcus Mariota. Me and Andrew have a friendly prop bet. I've already done this before, but Marcus Mariota, we got $50 on the line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, $50 on the line. Marcus Mariota has got to be a starter in the NFL week 1. NFL, that's not right. XFL. NFL.
Yep.
Not to be confused with spring football.
He is not going to be playing for anybody. He might be a backup. But...
Someone just took fucking Jimmy Garoppolo. I was going to take my third quarterback. These fucking cucks.
Bold.
He's going to get on a new team. There's a market for quarterback right now. Man, I don't like what's left over, though. Fuck. I do not like what's left over. This one's going to be a doozy, I think, for you. I'm not going to do it this pick, actually. I'm going to wait for my last pick because he wasn't drafted in the last draft. Yeah, so I'll wait till my last pick. Man. See, like, I feel
the speedster Tyquan Thornton.
I feel really comfortable with like my receivers right now. Like, I don't feel like I need any more. I already have 6, and I like all of them a lot.
Dude, you need more than 6. There's 20. You have to start 3 every week. You need at least 8.
8, he says.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. I mean, you need to start 3 every week. You really only want to have a rotation of 6?
I really like my 6, other than the Michael Thomas potential injury. I took Isaiah McKenzie. Go with the Isaiahs.
That's fine. I mean, I have nothing against any of these. Like Allen Robinson's there too. That would have been somebody I would have targeted. Yeah. Even though you like, hey, you like Matt Stafford.
I do. I like Allen Robinson too. I like him a lot, but.
Well, I mean, I can't pair anybody with Hurts. Thanks for that.
I got 2. Oh, I have 2 guys.
Yeah. Well, you got 2 out of the 3 that you would really want to pair with Hurts. So appreciate you on that. Let's see. If I type in Philadelphia, who comes up? We have Zach Pascal, Boston Scott. Man, there's
Quez
Watkins is there. He is.
Quez was not drafted in the last one.
I don't think he's gonna be on the Eagles.
Quez?
I really think
he's still under his rookie contract. He's got 2 years left, I think.
Yeah, but look, they're already not using him. They're already putting Zach Pascal in there over him as well. I just think they might try to do something there.
Fair enough.
It is that time in the draft where you're like looking and you're looking and you're looking and you're like, there's guys.
There's dudes for sure.
There's dudes here.
There's no non-dudes here. We'll say that.
Is Kareem Hunt going to be on the Browns, you think?
No. That's what I was saying. Get him out of here.
Yeah. D'Ernest Johnson. Yeah, that is interesting. Just looking at all these things here. What do I want to do this time, though? What tight ends are left? Big old fuckfest.
I'm going to go for Raheem Jarrett again. And now... Yeah, I'm just going to ride with Goddard and Schultz. Call it. I just got to get lucky. I'm going back-to-back QB to close it down. Actually, just one QB.
Give me Trey McBride. The motherfucking Mackey Award winner, Trey McBride. Put some respect on his name.
I thought he was going to come in and make a bigger impact, like more sooner. Obviously, it's rookie.
I mean, they had Ertz. You
never know.
So you think you could do this for 24 hours straight?
Just need these guys. Be all right.
I'm looking. So it's 2 hours and 9 minutes into the stream, and I'm like, man, I did 24 hours on draft day. It's just it's just so crazy to think 24 straight hours staring at this computer.
I mean, it's a lot easier when you have lewds, that's for sure.
That is,
Yeah.
yes.
You got to get your lewd guy on the phone. That's a fact.
You got a worm guy?
No, a lewd guy.
Oh, okay.
Lewds.
You don't get the Office reference?
I did not.
Do you watch The Office?
I've watched The Office a lot, but as I watch television, I just constantly rotate it for some reason. Like, so for example, when I watched The Office, I watched all of it, and then I just was like, oh, I'm done. Restart it. Haven't done that in a while. Right now, what I'm doing, I just finished The Sopranos, and then when I was done, I was like, wow, that was fucking awesome. Restart it.
Yeah, you and Team Ramrod. He was also watching that as well.
Dude, so good, so good.
I'm starting to really see a connection with you and Ramrod. You got both enthusiasts of the old oh my god, the hell's the movie we were talking about with I Was Inverted? Top Gun.
Jesus. Oh, Top Gun, yeah.
Top Gun.
The man knows how to pick his media selection well.
He's watching The Sopranos. Yeah, you guys. He's a big Office guy.
Love The Office.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so do I.
Where's you already know. If Ramrod don't know, let's ride.
Well, if you don't know, now you know.
Now you know. It's pivotal, clearly. I mean, so was Seinfeld, but like, man, I run Seinfeld pretty hard. I run Seinfeld harder than The Office, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That's
do you remember the one background that you put up for me? And you're like, do you know what this is? And I was like, I do, but I can't tell you what it is. He would know it.
Oh, the
yeah, you know what it is. If you put it
the
up.
basement. The basement.
Yeah.
Hey,
Team Ramrod, I know you're listening.
OG
put in the
podcast
chat where
background.
he's sitting. Describe that background or name that movie.
Name the movie or whoever's basement it is.
Yeah, yes, either one. He just put in the chat, this needs to hurry up so I can watch The Sopranos.
Our CRM broke at work today, so I was just sitting around at work watching The Sopranos. Yeah, I was just like, well, what am I going to do? Like, my wife had ordered me lunch, like to surprise me, like, oh, hey, I ordered you lunch. It's on the way or whatever. And I was like, oh, thanks. And the boss is like,
so
oh,
nice.
you can go home. Like, the thing's broken. And I was like, well, I got food on the way, so I'm just going to eat my food and watch The Sopranos, I guess.
Oh, yeah, he got it right, by the way. He just put in the chat.
Bang. Yes, sir.
I figured he'd know. He's a
Wayne Elgar's basement.
Yeah, he's a Cesar in the 80s and 90s references.
Yeah. No, like as a kid, like watching 80s movies was like, that was just what you were doing.
Mm-hmm.
As an 89er.
I'm more of a 69er myself.
Yeah.
The only true dinner for two.
That's true. That's true. Now that's a t-shirt. That's right. A t-shirt.
Yeah. My wife and I did go as Peter Pumpkin Eater one year for Halloween, and she was the pumpkin. Obviously, I was Peter.
I like it.
We get down like that,
Let's get down to business. I'm gonna pick Anthony Richardson so everybody knows. If someone takes him from me, I'm gonna be really upset. Party time, excellent.
Trying to decide what I want to do here position wise. I have 2 quarterbacks,
take a shot.
6 running backs, 8 wide receivers, 3 tight ends. So I'm not sure what I want to throw at the wall here. I did wait pretty long on running backs, so I think more running backs is probably where I should go.
Where you at? You got 6, I got 6.
Yeah, but your six are probably better than mine. Remember, I waited till like way
That's
late to
true.
start taking running backs.
That's true. That's true. I've got like Dalvin Cook and Saquon Barkley. So
Yeah, my first running back was Brian Robinson. So
youch.
yeah, no, not great, Bob. Hmm.
Well, this dude ain't taking Anthony Richardson. He's got 3 QBs.
He
can't
is not.
decide. He's
He
taking
is
Matt
not.
Collins.
Oh my God, that's you. I just saw Abe Richards come up on my phone. I'm like, oh my God, someone just took him. That was you.
That's me. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go to Ernest Johnson here.
Yeah, just got to hope for the landing spot there. I mean, even as a rookie, I doubt that he would surpass Mahomes' production weeks. But I mean, man, kid's looking really good. He's got NFL legs. He just needs to develop his arm.
Mm-hmm. So here, let's just recap our teams while the draft goes out here. I was in the was I in the seventh? Yeah, the seventh spot. I took Jalen Hurts, Jared Goff, Brian Robinson, Rashad White, Leonard Fournette, Jeff Wilson, CEH, Kyron Williams, and Ernest Johnson, Steph Diggs, T. Higgins, Chris Godwin, Jerry Jeudy, Rashad Bateman, Elijah Moore, DJ Chark, Tyquan Thornton, and then tight ends TJ Hawkinson, Tyler Higbee, and Trey McBride. I have all T tight ends: TJ, Tyler, and Trey. Nice.
I have NFC East tight ends.
Oh,
I'll start from the bottom. I've got Dalton Schultz, Dallas Goedert, Van Jefferson, Raheem Jarrett, Isaiah McKenzie, Chase Claypool, Isaiah Hodgins, Rondale Moore, Michael Thomas, Deontay Johnson, Devonta Smith, Chuba Hubbard, Antonio Gibson, David Montgomery, Isaiah Pacheco, Dalvin Cook, Saquon Barkley, Anthony Richardson, Brock Purdy, Patrick motherfucking Mahomes.
Nice.
Best
quarterback in the league.
Very nice. Dog in the Super Bowl. Yes, sir. Best quarterback in the league.
As the last pick's going to be coming in here soon, do you want to give away the old gift card?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I don't know how you want to do it.
I was going to leave that up to you, actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's put it in here. Okay. Well, I think I think since he stuck around with us the entirety of the 2 hours and 17 minutes that it took us exactly, it literally was 2:17 on the button when the draft completed. I think we'll go ahead and reward Team Ramrod for hanging out with us, earning him 25 smackaroonies into the old SGPN merch store. And I know he's a big merch guy. He buys lots of merch. He's a spender. He has a saying that says the only thing that stands between you and happiness is an inch of plastic. So he's all about spending that money. So congratulations, Team Ramrod, also known as John Ginder. Did you ever see in Kramer and Sean's office those portraits of them as like colonels?
Yeah. Yep.
That came from Team Ramrod. He was the one that originally had sent those over to him. So shout out to him. I will get you that gift card. I'll get a hold of Jake Paquin and get that processed and get that over to you.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Word.
Long one and a good one. Anything to share before we head out for the evening?
No, I don't think so. But I do think that in the future here, we'll be pulling out some more drafts. I know I talked to Sean and Kramer about that, and they want more best ball content out this summer. So I'm pretty sure we are going to get into a lot of these throughout the year. So stay tuned for that. And don't forget to check us out, sportsgamblingpodcast.com, for everything sports.
Yeah, I imagine we're going to be doing quite a few of these with some regularity here. And yeah, I mean, we're just feeding that draft itch, man. I mean, once football ends, like, it's just like, all right, when are we drafting? Right now is when we're drafting. We don't need to wait. We got apps like Underdog that give us the opportunity to, give us that itch, feed our cravings. So enjoyed these couple of drafts with you this evening. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at SGPN Fantasy. Smash the like button. Follow us on YouTube at SGPN Fantasy on YouTube. You can find me at SGPNJB. You can find him at ARob23 on the Twitter machine. Appreciate all of you. Hope you guys are well. Ramrod saying, hey, have a good one. Thanks for all the picks in the second one, Justin. No worries. That's what we're here for. Spread the love, spread all the goodness and pleasure of fantasy football. Take care, be well, be good. If you can't be good at it. We'll see you.